minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds.
Tiger blood pumping, robot is ready
10,
to go.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Tiger blood pumping, robot is ready to go. No place for land whales, because it's time to go. Trigger warning, the trigger warning show. Trigger warning, the trigger warning show. Trigger warning, the trigger warning show.
The Trigger Warning Show Weekend Edition. I normally power down on the weekends and turn off and just lay about, but no, not this weekend. We are catching up for Friday where Australia, we all share the one internet connection here and we have to take turns. And I think, I don't know if Rhino was using it, maybe he was, someone was using
Yeah,
it.
it was my
and-
fault.
Yeah, and we have to take turns. So there's about 10 of us that can use it at once. And apparently I didn't get my turn on Friday. So we're here on a beautiful, well, it can be Saturday night for some and Sunday for others. How is everyone? Polly, how are you today?
Yeah, great, thanks.
And also in Melbourne, Raging Rhino, how are you?
Yes, it's actually a beautiful day outside, and we're in here streaming. No,
It's good to have you here.
Welcome.
Is the famous you well?
Yeah, but it's February and I have to run the air conditioning. It's like 80 degrees outside.
Well, we've got the air conditioning on here too, so the world's heating up. I love this global warming. Bring it on. Professor R2, are you well?
I'm doing well, thank you. Yes, it was a lovely day here. It's going to be less lovely tomorrow. So,
And our connection to the stars. The one that loves giving advice to celebrities whenever he meets them and telling them what they're doing wrong with their career. It's the one, the only price of reason. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good. What's up?
I hope we get to hear about another celebrity crush. Though they're the ones crushed. You're not. You don't have a crush on
Yeah.
them. They get
Yeah, no.
crushed by meeting you.
I have a good one. I have a good one. I thought about it because you told me, so I'm like, I think I have one I can share.
Can't wait.
I wanted to have a new intro for the. We didn't quite get the lyrics down right for Price, so I wish we had it, but we'll make do for this time. So, hope everyone's well, and I believe so. Weekend edition. We'll see how this goes, and if people are interested, it's nice doing it on the weekend. Doesn't feel as rushed and crazy.
You got to find a good time slot on YouTube because there's so many people streaming these days.
I know everyone's on at the same time, but no one's as good as this show. So
No.
this is the highlight for everyone's week to be on
Nothing
this
beats
show.
being triggered.
Exactly. So I believe we have some mail
Like
first.
threats. Sorry.
He's got the biggest bags in town, the fullest bags around. He once slammed them in a door. They drag across the floor. They're full of all the good stuff. Just don't you be too rough. With robot heads, big mail bags. It's mail time, bitch.
It is mail time, and before the mail, we have, and I'm dedicated to Price. It's a Ko-fi or a coffee Someone couldn't make it to the show. They said it was Barn Bocock. It's a cool name. Can't make this weekend live stream. So use some of this coin to have a delicious Melbourne IPA and me. Cheer from New Zealand, rock on. So thank you very much. And where was it? They gave like $15 or something. And Sturgo, he said during the week, keep putting out the videos. You're a funny bastard, which is a loving term in Australia here. And he's joined monthly for $20. We love that. Thank you very much. But first, the mail. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we had a lovely letter saying that this show helped someone through that had lost a friend, had lost their puppy, and now let me just find the letter here, that they'd lost their puppy and we'd help them get through it the next day. So we can all take that as a pat on the back.
Yeah.
But they've sent us through, hang on, let me bring up the photo. We've got a photo here of the puppy. Look at that.
Oh, look at him. That's Cooper. Cooper, the Aussie cattle dog. Cooper the trooper.
This is from Octung Fox. Hey, Robot Head. Thanks for sharing my comment last week about the Aussie cattle dog. His name is Cooper, and he's the best dog a human mother could ask for. Loyal to the end and wonderful surrogate dad and teacher to our young female cattle dog, Nora. They thought it was sweet that Polly had asked for a pic, so they sent one through. And look at that.
Thank you. I
Look at
love that.
beautiful dog. And they become part of the family as it is, but
Well, he can
especially
be.
when they work with
He's this week's mascot then.
Yes, I like the expression on the face.
Yes.
Just that you can just know how lovely that sun's feeling on him.
Yeah.
So looks a bit like the Mad Max dog, doesn't it? It's got the same cash expression. So thank you for sending that through. That is our
Yes,
mascot for
Today's
this week.
mascot.
And
Cooper.
Sorry, Polly, do you have some other mail?
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, we've got one from Liam, and the first question is for Price.
Bring him on.
Wow, okay.
All right, so listen up. Who would you say is the highest profile person who you've told is bad at their job to their face?
Oh,
Let's
beautiful.
go, Price.
I'm trying to think who the highest profile one. I never went out of my way to say that if somebody's bad at something. I think that people just misinterpreted it, but
Honesty. It's just honesty, isn't it, Price?
it just is. I mean, even that case with Bryan Cranston, I was in my own way trying to help him. He just he didn't realize that I was being a friend. You know what I mean? I was trying to give him some friendly advice because I like his acting. And he thought that it came off as that I'm a jerk, but my intentions were really, really good. I wasn't saying he didn't know how to act. I'm trying to think. I met Al Pacino, but I didn't tell him that I didn't like his acting. On the contrary, I was probably the nicest to Al Pacino than I've ever been to anybody ever because he's Al Pacino.
I have this image of Price like leaning on his head while drinking, talking to him. Like, he's so short.
So I met him and I told him that he was great. I don't think I said anything bad.
Right.
No, we
I
wanna
think
hear-
you're kind of skirting around this one.
Yeah. We want to know who you upset.
Yeah. Who'd you trigger? Come
Is
on,
it
man.
Is it Cranston? Is he at number one, do you think? Because he actually said to you, didn't he give you a cheers with a bit of anger in the face and everything? that was my favourite bit of the story.
Tight-lipped cheers.
The thing is that I held my cup, like my glass, but I wasn't doing a cheers with him. He took like just his glass
And
and
cheers
like and hit my glass with it, even though I wasn't extending my glass to him. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
That's the
Yes.
ultimate passive aggressive move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I felt, and it had like I felt like this kind of reverberation, like it felt like it was an aggressive cheers.
I think
And then
it was.
after that, he goes, "Well, I'll have to talk to my agent." But he didn't seem like he was nice when he said that.
Oh, well,
right,
I'm
so
sure as the stories come out over the weeks, we'll find out who you did use the most.
That's a pretty
Yeah,
good one.
you're-
But anyway, this one's a question for the panel.
Oh.
This is also from Liam. Who is the hottest Star Wars character? The only comic character you're allowed to include is Darth Talon. And if you don't know who that is, search it
Oh,
up.
hang on. No,
well, then
no,
it's her.
I've got a picture. The I thought Anakin would be the hottest. Get it? He's on fire.
Yeah.
No, it's the weekend.
Have you
but
got that? Like,
I'll have a sound here somewhere. Let's find. I must have.
Are we talking
Yeah,
like
there you go.
live action of like characters that have been cast that we saw in live action, or it could be anybody?
I think anyone.
I
Hottest
see.
Star
Anyone
Wars
that you know
character,
from the
hottest.
Star Wars universe, I guess.
I'm going
I-
Chewie. Chewie's mine. He's a pilot. He's a pilot. He's a mechanic. He's handy with the bow.
He's 7 foot tall. He's huge.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to live till 200 or something. And his hair looks like he could be in a shampoo ad.
I'm taking it you're not into manscaping.
Well, I mean,
Unless he
Chewie,
just manscapes that one area.
Chewie
like he's
looks
hairy,
very,
and then
very-
Randy's little rocket, he's bald.
he looks very cuddly. Yeah, he looks very cuddly. And he's courageous. So I'm going with the loyal Chewie.
Boy,
Fair enough.
I
You
don't know
should
if
see
we
Chewie
the hottest
before
the
he.
same way.
What's
Sorry.
that?
You should see Chewie before he manscapes because that is the after. So
I'd
it's
have to
pretty
go with
scary.
Jar Jar because I just want to see how Jar Jar flirts. You know, walking into the bedroom. You should follow me now,
Oh,
today.
no.
You should take
so
a pants off or something.
You should take
Wait.
your pants off of me, sir.
Doesn't he say squeeze me? Maybe he just is into squeezing.
No, squeeze
Yeah.
me.
I hesitate to even call this Star Wars, but I didn't mind a little Shin Hati there from that awful show with the Downs cat in it. So
Which character is she?
Oh, she's the apprentice in the Ahsoka
Ah,
series.
yes.
Yeah.
The apprentice.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man, she really did it for me. And even her name, Shin Hati, like what the hell? So yeah.
I'm
Some subliminal-
shocked no one's saying slave Leia. I think
Oh,
OT
yeah.
fans, isn't that just a burnt in fantasy to have?
So is that your
100%.
Yeah.
But, like,
Yeah.
I
It's
actually
not so much
think
even
that-
Leia. It's just
I actually
that
think that
outfit.
Padme is hotter than Leia, though.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
Padme
yeah.
in the outfit.
Padme,
Yeah.
yeah, with the midriff showing. Oh, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give a shout out to my EU peeps out there and say Mara Jade.
Yeah,
That's
she's
a hottie
hot,
right
dude.
there.
This
Yeah,
is the
but we
problem,
didn't
like,
get
there's
her
so many
live
hotties
action,
in
did we?
Star Wars.
No, well, we said it could be anything. So,
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm going with.
Oh, I actually missed that. Then I'm gonna go with the redhead too, because
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look,
Duh.
Argobot told me that Chewie's going to live to 400. He's going to be 400. Okay.
That surprised
Yeah.
me
That's good.
because you've wished death on many of the men that you've dated. So I wondered why you would want him living so long. Like, I mean, by the end of this, you'll fucking hate me. So
Hey, nothing against Slave Leia. In fact, I'm irritated that Disney has tried to pretty much erase her from, the mythos. And so she's definitely up there, but I got a thing for redheads. So
Anomaly, a friend up in Sydney, I think he's still in Sydney, one of the first people I ever streamed with back in the day, probably like 2018 or something. And he must come on the show at some time. He said Jar Jar bagged himself a queen in Clone Wars. Don't diss the Binks. Anomaly's a huge prequel defender. Even he's made videos ripping into Red Letter Media for their takes on it. So he's a huge fan. So yes, he'd be defending Jar Jar all the way. I
Prequels
hate.
are definitely flawed, but they're still fantastic. Like there's some great stuff in there, and it tells at least it tells a story as opposed to the sequels, I guess.
Yes. Oh, the appreciation for the prequels went up tenfold
Oh,
once
massive.
the sequels came out. Like, for every fault it has, it's still Star Wars,
Yep.
unlike the newer garbage. So, Price, did you give us who you find attractive in Star Wars?
Yeah, I'm conflicted about this because on one hand,
This is a
find
trick
her-
question to find out if anyone's gay, by the way. That's the only reason it's come through. But anyway, go Price.
The thing is
Not that there's
that
anything wrong with it.
I find
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Sorry.
I find Natalie Portman very annoying, but at the same time,
She's so
at least
hot.
while watching those movies, I didn't think that she looked bad. Even
Rhino
though,
said that like he didn't know the mic was still on. She's so hot, just in the background.
like, I think she's annoying, but I don't think she looks bad in the prequels. Is that
That'll
weird?
do.
that's
Yeah,
fair.
That's all right.
Yeah, she's even more annoying in real life. So
No, she's an
that's-
absolute moron.
Yeah.
Now I want Price to meet her in real life and say,
He may
you are
have.
annoying, but you weren't. I didn't mind looking at you in the prequels.
That's what I would say to her if I saw her. But I haven't had the opportunity, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know if this makes me racist, but all the women with the shit coming out of their head, that creeps me out a little bit. So I've never.
Oh, I'd
Yeah,
do
I'm
an
not
alien.
sure. Yeah, you could be. I know, certain ways you did things. It could be like riding the Melbourne Cup winner, couldn't it? Could be like riding the horse across the finish line. Could you
She's
just
got some reins in
go
her
you
head.
good thing? Yeah, like they just.
I don't know.
Maybe they're sensitive.
know.
Maybe you can't grab them.
I kind of like those little horns coming out of that short king's head, Darth Maul. Yeah.
Dude, she'd force choke you and get
Yeah.
pleasure out of doing it.
I don't
Well-
deny the practical application of having built-in reins, but still, like they're just
with the
too
force
thick up
choke.
top. Make
Yeah.
them dreads. I'd be good.
You got to be careful. They're very sensitive, actually. They've got nerve endings in the tails.
I'm more interested in my own
Rhino's looked
endings.
into
Thank you.
Oh,
He
yeah.
knows a lot
He's
about
got a
this.
plan, a manifesto on like what he's going to do.
No, you
So you
wouldn't.
get-
You certainly wouldn't titty fuck her.
Yeah, oh.
Speak for yourself, Rhino.
Put it between the tails.
You
Sorry.
give those umaks a little bit of
Yeah.
attention there.
Yeah.
Holly, I said,
Okay, we might move on.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Holly,
hey,
I said
I
I'd give
don't
you 2
usually
hours to
go
hate
this
me, but-
bad, but I see all these video intros to like the mailbag and stuff, and there's so much sexual connotations to it all that I'm like, oh Jesus.
Well,
So
you
much
mean
testosterone.
There he is.
Newman on fire, get you going.
Yeah.
All right, I've got another one for
Okay,
you anyway.
sorry. Go, Polly.
Okay, so Lewis Krizminski, he's made you a photo and a GIF, and he said that the photo
Yes.
was a representation of your anticipated review about the Made for Morons, the Mando and Grogu one.
Now, if you're just listening, it is me ripping apart Grogu.
And then he said it evolved into a GIF after he listened to the podcast.
Oh, well, let's see. And if you are listening, this now I'm killing Grogu, shooting him in the face, and explodes, and then I spill a beer. I'm guessing that's Foster's because I'm pouring it down the front of me, not drinking it. But very good. Thank you for sending
Yes,
those
well
through.
done.
Yeah, I'll use that as
Thank
my
you,
new
Lewis.
logo.
You
Little
could make
Grogu.
you could make a Grogu turducken. There's enough room to put a chicken in there, and then
And a
stuff
duck.
that whole thing in a turkey.
Looks like
Yeah.
yeah.
You need to use that image on your thumbnail when you do your Mando and Grogu review.
Man, is that
Turk
film going to
Grogan.
lose some money?
Oh,
Though I don't
dude.
think they spent much money on it.
170 million is the reported budget.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
bullshit.
a lie. Disney always lies. It's always 60% plus over what they say. But Robot, have you been working out, man? You're looking kind of buff there.
It's all in the suit. It's all in the suit. And I do have. Oh, this is another question. Have I got it open here? Let me see if I can find it. We have another question for everyone. If you just give me a second. Very professional here. Now, first, hang on. Someone sent through a photo of a Superman that they found, and you've got to pick what's wrong with this Superman. What doesn't quite add up here?
So he's an Avenger.
He's an Avenger. But have a look at his head. Look at the quality here, the absolute quality. But look at the face when you go up close. Look at the eyes.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
His eye moved up with his raised eyebrow.
Yeah. So I hope they bought that, and I want it. Send me Superman if you bought it. I'm sure.
dear
I'm
God,
sure it was
yes.
high quality there, but someone sent that through. But yes, we did. We'll leave Superman up for a second. We did have another mailbag in. It's a question for everyone. It is. Greetings from the Great White North. This is from Rob Halden. You haven't mentioned the Winter Olympics, which are over. Do not say Australia's too hot. No, we did well. I think we beat Canada in the medals. If we go to Western Canada ski slopes and throw a beer, you'll hit an Australian. Yes, I've known several people to go over there and work in the slopes in Canada, see some real snow, not like the ice we have here. As self-respecting robots, men and Polly, what is the one, now everyone's got to listen here, what is the one Olympic sport, summer or winter, that you realistically think that with a couple of weeks or months training, yes, you could pretty much compete at an Olympic level. Your show is awesome. Thanks. Thank you very much for saying the show is awesome, Rob. So, yes, you have to pick summer, winter. Which event do you think that you could actually compete after? Let's say a few months training, a couple of weeks might be hard. Unless you're a good runner, I suppose, but even still.
Table
Unless
tennis.
That woman who did the hip hop dancing, what was her name again?
Oh,
God.
Ray Gun.
Ray Gunn, yeah.
Yeah.
Ray Gun proved it. Has got the answer to this question.
She does.
Yeah, breakdancer, but they removed it because of Ray Gun. That was,
Yeah.
Rhino, you can back me up here. That was a sad moment for Australia.
That was the worst Olympic moment in Australian history.
And we didn't see it coming either, did we?
Oh, it was horrible. And the fact that then they tried to gaslight and straw man the argument. Oh, yeah, fucking.
Yeah.
She was the one that actually brought it into the Olympics, and it lasted that one fucking thing. One fucking year.
How did she become your representative? I always
We
wondered
had no
about that.
clue.
No, her and her
Oh.
husband were involved in the selection.
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
They
yeah.
were the ones who made sure that they were the ones who were picking who was going. They were the ones who organized the events. And
She was the one.
amazingly, she got picked. Wow.
Yeah, she has a PhD in breakdancing.
Yeah, I
like
know.
that. She talked somebody into making that a thing, and but they had some really good dancers up against her, and they really did make her look like an idiot. So.
The Australian guy wasn't too bad. But as for sports, surely the guy at the back of the toboggan in the Winter Olympics, the one
I
running
think he
and
could do
jumping in,
that.
Oh,
surely a couple
Yeah.
of months you
Well,
can
no,
run pushing something and then jump in.
No, but the guy at the back controls the brakes. You got to be one of the guys in the middle because they do. nothing.
Ah,
They're just
that's the
weight.
harder jumping. I reckon that's my only hope, I think. At Olympic level. You said table tennis, ping pong, right? Is it ping pong or table tennis in America?
I'd be the biggest.
both.
Yeah,
Both.
I'd be the biggest defensive player there is. They'd be whacking them at me, but I'd get them back.
Have you seen those guys? How mental they
Yeah.
are? They stand about 20
Yeah.
feet from the table.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
no, you would not have a chance
I've
against
had
them.
some epic games like that.
yeah. You got to be the guy in the middle of the boat
Ed
rowing.
the bottle
kinda-
of beer.
Yeah, no, that's what I was.
I'd probably finish last, but that's the one that I'd want to be involved in the most, just because I'd have the most fun doing it.
Yeah, that's what I
I'm
was gonna
pole
say.
vaulting.
Like, it's gonna have to be some kind of team sport. Like, let's say I could be the coxswain, the one who's yelling,
Yeah, but what about the
"Row!"
Olympics?
to the people?
Oh,
Yeah.
Row.
well, gee, I don't know if the story made it to the US of A, but Eddie the Eagle, do you know that guy? He was from the UK and he did the.
Was it the high jump?
No, it's
Hang
the
on, what was
huge
it?
ski jump.
Oh, yeah, that's
But
right.
the massive ski jump, like the
Right.
big one, I
Yeah.
don't know what it's even called. Someone will know. But I don't know how far out he decided he wanted to do that, but it might have been a year or a few months. But he went in that and survived. I couldn't imagine going down that jump. But yeah, they made a movie on him too. So good on, good on you.
I reckon we could all do curling.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so
Just
easy.
one, like all together as one team. That would be hilarious.
yeah.
It's
There you
harder than it looks. Can we
It
take
actually
away?
is. It's way harder.
Hey, Robot Head,
Yeah.
I reckon we start training now for the next Olympics. What do you
Yeah.
reckon? Australian team curling.
We can do
Yeah,
it.
can we
Ollie, can you
remove
teach me
40
how to use a
years?
broom?
Oh, good one.
So if in,
How
if
did it
in,
beat the whole way through and end up with the gold medal? That's what I want to know. With their little finger pushes. Was
Yeah,
that
I
news
know.
anywhere else? We had that over here with Canada
Yeah,
cheating in the curling.
yeah.
Scandal.
well, I can name you a handful of sports that I would literally die in if I did the Olympics things. Does that count? But if I could take away 50 years, I was actually a decent fencer when I was really young.
Ooh.
But
I've always wanted to try fencing. I think just from growing up with James Bond and films like that, but fencing always looks so cool. And old
Yeah.
horror movies.
That's the next thing I'm going to try.
I mean,
Fencing.
I didn't get Olympics, but I was in the national competition. But I'd figure probably shooting is one of the safer ones. So
Oh yes, shooting's a good one. I know.
yeah.
I know what Price would be. He'd want to be a judge. He'd want to like judge things instead of actually competing because he'd be so brutally honest.
yeah, you should go practice with that other guy. Okay, I'll mention it to my trainer. Like,
I don't know if you guys saw this. This was from this Winter Olympics that just happened. If you share my screen really quickly.
Oh, we haven't done this before.
No.
Oh. And now I'm
gone.
echoing.
Oh no. Okay, hold on. I don't use this usually. Sorry, I'm gonna unshare. Oh no, now it's just me.
I think I heard an echo.
Hold on. Try
I
this
was
way.
echoing.
I'm sharing my
I think I
screen.
heard an
Here we
echo.
go. It seems to be working now.
Can you blow
Oh,
it
is
up
this-
anymore?
Is this? I know this guy. No, it won't let me make it any bigger. Hang on, let me do this. No, it won't let me go any bigger. We've lost you. This is professional. If you're out there listening, don't leave. We'll work this out.
Bigger
Only
isn't
the best
necessarily
technology.
better.
Now you can't see it at all though. You can just see
No.
me.
Is it the guy hitting his nuts?
Yeah. It was just hilarious. I thought it was great.
Oh, hang on. I found it somewhere else. Here, it's back again. Let's give this a go. Can you hit play on
Now
it?
it's the Frenchman Yannick Bertrand
Hang on, you got to hear it.
through the S turn. Yannick Bertrand. Oh, the gate to the groin for Yannick Bertrand, and you could hear it. And if you're a man, you could feel it. Wow, watch this again.
The commentator just
Oh, the Frenchman. Oh,
he's not a Frenchman anymore.
Say,
The scream cracks me up every time because it's just
It's so
just
long.
it's across the mountain. Like,
It's like good yodel, isn't it?
yeah. Well, if he wasn't
You
circumcised
never-
before.
Robot Head, you need to
We
use
know.
that in a video somewhere. When like you're watching something so terrible that it feels like getting whacked in the nuts, and then you just play that.
I'll do it for Price's intro for when he's meeting celebrities, just to be
Yeah,
whacking the nuts.
Yeah, Robot Head, why does Superman have bling in his chest, or is that an arc reactor? It's sort
Yeah, I
of
don't
a-
know what that is. Have we got it on the next one? Is that just packaging? No.
Yeah, I think that's just it's just a bubble in the plastic.
Oh,
No, I don't think it is.
He's
looks like a
Super
big
Iron
diamond.
Man.
Laser light or something.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why his eyes have gone funny and his hands are blue. He's dead and he's got extra muscles in his legs. So
It's actually Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, he doesn't have muscles in the groin, though. I guess maybe he was skiing too.
Is that all the mail? I believe that is all the mail. So I think it's now time. Well, let's play another song because I just like hearing these songs. Though, can I find it? What's going on today? I don't know if we should do these weekend shows.
Touch me in my comments up the ass. Grifting in the morning, shilling for a movie pass. Living in mom's basement, media literacy out the ass. Subjectivity isn't objectivity, tease, go touch some grass. It's comments of the week.
Yes, it's comments of the week. Do you want to read these, Polly?
Sure, yeah. Brian says, I came for the intro and stayed for the outro.
Good man, Brian.
See, a lot
They're the
of
best
people,
parts of the show.
Yeah, a lot of people comment on your intros, actually.
Oh, they're wonderful.
Very good.
Yes, the
They always want to know what it is.
Yes, someone
What's
asked
this
what it's
intro?
called. It is the trigger warning show theme song. That's what it's called.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay, so what else have we got? Oh, this is about our conversation last week.
Oh, the Buffalo Bill
yeah,
conversation.
it is.
I don't know if
So-
everyone was here last week, but we were talking about Silence of the Lambs and whether Buffalo Bill was a transvestite or not.
Yeah, and whether it was sort of like insulting to the trans community, right?
Which
'Cause,
is
well, he
everything.
came out apologising for that.
Yes, he's
Right?
trying to get more work, and he came out saying, I wasn't a tranny. I was just a weirdo, which we pretty much understood.
But Adam Davies sent this through. So Jamie Gum, that was his name, actually the character's real name, Buffalo Bill. He was rejected for sex reassignment surgery on mental health grounds. Ted Levine is unfortunately being a dickhead.
He's being a dickhead.
It's true, because I remember now that was in the movie.
You know, for $1 million, I couldn't tell you his name was Jamie Gum.
Yeah. So
Oh, that's
he
fascinating.
failed. Yeah, it is. And he was deemed unfit for the procedure
Yeah.
because he was not truly transgender. That's how
Yeah,
they.
that's
Ah.
So he failed to pass the psychological evaluation for it to qualify as transgender.
Yeah, so I just
So-
find that fascinating because that's the very reason that most of these reassignment surgeries are done now.
Right.
Because they do
Process is
fail
totally
the
different,
mental
yeah.
health examination.
Yeah. Well, you have to
Yeah.
be mentally ill, but
how
not
he was
too mentally
classified,
ill.
that's the point. Like it was how he was classified that they wouldn't they wouldn't accept it.
So when they give the results, they go, "You failed," and it's like, "So I'd get the surgery." It's like, "No, well, you failed." But is that a yes or a no? Is that a positive or a negative? It's like in your cancer results. Like, if you're not mental, do you want anyway? I better not say
Well,
that.
the results
We'll,
said he
we'll,
was.
we'll get it taken down.
The results essentially said that he was just a man suffering from pathological self-hatred.
Oh,
I
seemed like he
do
loved
think-
himself in the mirror when he was doing the girl.
It's interesting that back in the day they had such a rigorous vetting process.
Isn't
Yeah.
Oh,
it?
yeah. Yes. Yeah, and you had to spend years in therapy before they would even consider allowing the procedure. But
That
Yeah,
was
fascinating, isn't it?
stupid.
But that
was
is an interesting comment, though, because we thought that it shows that his apology was unwarranted. He really should have reread the script.
Yes,
yeah,
if you remember
nobody
the
thought
movie.
that.
Sense used to be a thing.
Yeah, nobody thought the guy was trans. He was a serial killer, and even Hannibal goes, he covets.
Yes, that's right. That's true.
Yeah, he shouldn't have apologised. I like this comment. Polly for Schnitz and Tits Day.
Thank you.
Now, I don't know if I don't think you were here, Rhino. You can back me up on this. We were talking about how we were going to get the powers of someone out of Star Wars, and I believe, Polly, you said you were going to wear Padme's outfit for when she tries to dump him, the black outfit,
Oh, for Vader.
and serve him food.
Yes,
and I
it's a good combo.
innocently said that a bit like Schnitz and Tits, and
Right.
the traditional
Okay.
pub meal here used to be schnitzel served by
Oh, my
a
God.
topless woman. It
Yes.
was a Schnitz and Tits day.
No
So
way.
obviously the comment here is Polly for Schnitz and Tits.
No, well, you see, I can see something fundamentally
You like
wrong
eating
with that.
schnitzel,
I
don't you?
love schnitzel,
There
and
you go.
there's the issue because it's like sending an alcoholic to go work in a bottle shop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wouldn't end well. You see,
Is
I can
this-
hear it now. You're meant to be selling those schnitzels.
So
You know,
Polly-
we're all sitting here going, is it the schnitz or the tits that's the alcoholic problem?
Is schnitzel in Australia, is it chicken or veal?
Can be either, but
Yeah.
it's probably chicken's the popular
Chicken.
one here. We like to keep it
Definitely.
simple.
Yeah,
That's
chicken-
usually what it is. I think that the original,
chicken's
whoever
not-
invented it initially.
Traditional schnitzel is veal. Yes.
What's,
Right.
what's
Yes.
better? What's better, a schnitzel or a parma? And do you call it a parma or a palmy?
A Parma, well, it starts with a schnitzel, doesn't it? I don't think they have
Correct.
Parmas anyway. I think that's a very Aussie thing. The Parma is the schnitzel with the bolognese sauce, the ham and cheese melted on it. So it's sort of like, it's the artery killer. And some of them you get in pubs here are like the size of a plate.
Do you
Is
add
that why they-
beetroot to it?
Did we what?
Do you add beetroot?
No.
No.
Yeah. Wait, is that the
Talking
is that
about? Is
the
this sort of one of these things you say to a celebrity to upset them?
No, you
Is
know
that-
why? Because I had a friend that went to Australia, and all I could hear about when he came back was something about beetroot, and I don't even think I've ever tried it. I don't even know what he was talking about, but I just kept hearing that you have to put beetroot on food.
Beetroot's only good in one thing, and that's a salad roll.
Yeah,
They try and push that it's in like an Australian
Hamburgers.
hamburger, but it's not. But they
No,
keep
it's not.
it in, they'll have like the
In
McDonald's
fact,
Aussie
you'd be-
burger and it's got beetroot and it's like, no, we don't do that. Stop
You'd
trying
be
to
more
convince
inclined
us.
to have a pineapple in a burger here than you would beetroot.
Yes, which leads to the pineapple on pizza question, which we all know pineapple does belong on pizza. And you can all get fucked that say it doesn't.
is that the same palmy that Monty Python calls Australians? You palmy bastards. Is it that palmy?
Pommy. No. So a pommy is like a British person, an English person, and a
Yes.
palmy.
a pom.
But we call it a palmer here in Victoria, but there are other states that call it a palmy. I don't know how they get to palm. Do you call it a palmer or a palmy? About it.
I would say the chicken palmy.
Palmer.
Palmer. I would say palmy.
I call it a palmer. Anyway, that's the
All
big
these,
debate.
all these
But
complex
it's like-
dialects.
It's almost like a chicken, a chicken schnitzel with pizza sauce on it, and
Cheese,
cheese
ham.
and melted cheese on it and ham.
Yeah, and they traditionally had ham, but they don't always have the ham these days. But yes, we have all the major food groups here. We have the Parma,
Fascinating.
the Dimmies, the Dim Sims, the Chico Roll. That's we can do a whole segment on Australian food. So sorry, Polly, you are in for the schnitz and tits today.
No, it wouldn't work for me.
And Rhino, we've lost your logo there. If you've got your logo, you're all
really?
grey.
Yeah. Well,
Did
what
you-
about just the tits if you ditch the schnitz?
Oh well, what's the point? Unless I've always had the fantasy like Leia's outfit, a bikini made of schnitzels. I think that I don't want to wear it, but I think that would be a treat to see.
I'd still get distracted by the schnitzels.
Polly, do you want to read this one?
Oh, what does it say? Okay, Mr. Head, just keep doing what you're doing. Your review videos are always hilarious and on
this is a
point.
good one.
And these live streams are great fun to watch. You are the only live stream I feel the urge to send super chats to because I enjoy it that much.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that. And I love the looseness of the Trigger Warning show. Keep it up. It is loose. Well, it's not. It's a tightly scripted show, just done badly. So there we say.
Yeah, I don't think we have an option with the looseness.
Yeah, we don't have an option on that one. Man, God, the fact that it goes to air surprises me every bloody time. So thank you for sending in those comments. Let me just check the comments here because I think we got a super chat. I don't want to miss that. We love the super chats. They keep us going. Someone became, oh, God, go back there. Someone became a member. Thank you very much. About 64. We have a lot of interaction on Twitter. We have a very similar sense of humour. Just became a member. That's good to see.
Excellent.
We love that. And I believe we did get, let me just scroll through here to the comments that I should be keeping up with. Oh, what's that one? And from the real head case, $1.99, it puts the eyes on the Trigger Show. It puts the eyes on the Trigger Show. Not sure. We've gone past that now, haven't we? I'm not sure. What does put the eyes on the Trigger Show? I want to know.
I don't know.
He was talking about Buffalo Bill. You know, it puts the lotion on the skin.
Puts the eyes on the Trigger Show. And from the lovely Boo Boo Bing Bang, $10. Schnitzel bikini, yes. I told you it was a great idea. It's already made me $10. I need to copyright that, start making them and selling them. The Palmer bikini would be a bit messy, but the Schnitzel bikini would be quite the turn on.
Still eat it.
I have something that's sort of related to this. I have to say it. I don't know why, because I thought it, so I have to say it. There's a chain.
I like that filter.
There's like a fast food chain in the U.S. I've only been there a few times, and only because like there was nothing else, and I would never go there my own free will. So it's called Wiener Schnitzel, which sounds cool because you think you're going to go and there's going to be schnitzel there. But instead of selling schnitzel, they actually sell hot dogs, and not even good ones.
Yeah.
Like, why would you call your place Wiener Schnitzel? That's like the biggest false advertising ever. You have a chain called Wiener Schnitzel. You go in there, you're like, I'll have your best Wiener Schnitzel. And they're like, nope, we have a hot dog.
Well, are they served by... Are they served by men in G-strings by any chance?
No, there's nothing good about this. Nothing good happens at this establishment.
And I hope you told them, Price. I hope you didn't keep it to yourself.
I did tell them. Not that the person like working the cashier there cared. He's like, "Oh, sorry, sir." Like, what are they going to say?
Yeah, I remember those places. It's like a mall thing usually, right? I remember Der Wiener Schnitzel. Like they were in
Sounds like they
malls.
should be wearing Lederhosen.
You're making it sound way more exciting.
Sounds like something that I'd hear in the Epstein files.
Okay, let's get on to something good.
What you want? What you want? What you want? What you want? What you watching? What you watching? Fill your eye holes, not your pie holes, or your other holes. Nah, watching. What you watching? Robot head is watching, bitch.
All that bitch talk. I gotta have a thick talk to my musical producer there about all the bitch talk, which is myself. So there's something going on there. We have been watching. Well, it's over now. I believe. I think everyone's watched it. I think everyone's caught up. A Night for the Seven Kingdoms finally came to an end, and was everyone happy with?
Oh, first you're going to have to say spoilers right up.
Spoilers. You have to go watch this show.
Yeah.
I do believe, like people that have read the book and that enjoyed watching it, I could easily watch this again. I don't think spoilers would hurt this show.
Yeah, I'd
probably
watch it.
better
I'd
not
watch it
to,
again.
but it's not really it's not sort of a shock show, is it? It's
There's really only two moments that you wouldn't really want spoiled if you didn't know.
Yeah.
The
And what are they?
Yeah, exactly. I'll just
Come on,
say
spoil that.
the end of episode 3 and what is it? Basically, the end of episode 4.
Oh.
Well, I'm still not sure, but yes, we will try not
Anyway,
to spoil it. But I think I know the scenes you mean. But let's start with Price before he starts telling us the truth about someone he upset. What do you think? What do you think, Price? Were you happy with the ending?
It was okay. I mean, the thing is that I think that the 5th episode was where really, especially with the battle, that's a really good episode. And the episode before that, maybe number 4, is my favorite out of this whole season.
4 was good.
Episode 6 felt more like an epilogue. I didn't suffer watching it. It wasn't bad or anything, but I think that this show would have benefited from doing 1-hour episodes. That like 1 and 2 would have been 1 episodes, 2 and 3 and other episodes. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, sorry, 3 and 4. You know what I'm trying to say? That they would have had watching half an hour of of an epilogue isn't that great, but it wasn't. I didn't hate it. I still think it's a really good show.
Yeah, the 3-hour shows are probably a good way to watch it. I think, like if you're watching it from scratch, watching them in those blocks. I mean, you could pump out the whole thing quite easily in one go. But I think watching the last 2 episodes together probably could be a good way to go.
The score in the opening scene took me by surprise.
Oh, the jazz number.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. And they
I
finished
want
on
to know
a.
what everyone thinks about that.
They finished on a. Was it another rock number? What
It was
was
like blues,
Yeah.
12 ton blues.
Yeah.
16
I probably could
tons.
have done without it, but the show had got so many points, good points. I ticked off so many things I'd enjoy. It didn't
from it.
really bother me, but
Yeah.
I could have probably done without it if someone asked me to
Yeah.
change something. Then I could do without that.
Yeah, it
The-
didn't
the,
hurt anything for me, but
Yeah.
I did think, wow, that's weird. Why are they doing that?
Yeah, well, it was meant to establish, a sort of intimate feeling between them, and I guess to sort of modernize it in a way.
I think it was The Acolyte that had terrible songs at the end. It was one of those shows. And the show was such a fucking misery that by the time some shit song started at the end that didn't fit. Oh, and the other one was...
They made their own music for the Acolyte.
No, Alien Earth had
that
that was
rock numbers at the end, like...
Yeah.
they'd finished with like Soundgarden and stuff. That was fucking weird. That the
Yeah,
end that
I had
each
all
one
but
that finished.
forgotten. I'd all but forgotten about that show. Thanks, Robot. 'Cause now it's come back.
There's
on
a
my-
movie that was recently in theaters, Marty Supreme, very overrated movie. Now, it's a period piece. It's supposed to be taking place in the 50s, and between scenes, like every time something happens, they keep playing music by Tears for Fears from the 80s. And man, I don't know why all the critics are kissing its ass. Like, I don't think a period piece in the 50s has to repeatedly play like Tears for Fears' biggest hits.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. I'm not buying the period piece. Do you get what I'm
No.
saying?
It throws you out of it.
But I hate that cheating, that weakness. Like, if you want to set it then, like, use music from then as well and make it cool. Like, you can still make it cool. Don't cheat by using Tears for Fears and that to drag in emotion from another decade or from your own childhood or something. It seems like such a cheat to do that sort of thing. I suppose we could say the same about this show, but I didn't feel
I think
this
this
show.
was written for the show. It's called Alone Together.
Which song? The
The
opening one?
jazz.
Oh,
the
was
jazz
it?
piece, yeah.
Oh, there you go. I didn't know that.
But you know why the critics are kissing Marty Supreme's ass? It's they love that twink that's starring in it, and
Timothy Chalamet. They love that.
people-
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really they don't even have to watch. They don't even have to watch the film. They already know the messages it's going to be pushing, and they know the people involved, and they've already decided we love them. So,
But
The thing like this last episode, the thing that I liked is it paid everything off. And I think it did a really good job paying everything off in such a small story with not much really there. You didn't really think that there's much to pay off, but there kind of is.
you sound like you're going through a tunnel there, Raging Rider. You driving through a tunnel at the moment.
Hello.
There you go.
Someone else is using all of his bandwidth. It's
Robot
right?
Head, you're stealing it.
We booked it in. It's our turn.
listen, I loved this last episode. There were a couple of moments I was really choked up.
My favorite scene from the entire series was in this episode with Egg going into his brother's room.
Yeah.
Like that is the best scene, and especially from a child actor, the way that he performed that.
That kid is
fantastic.
insanely good. I
Yeah,
can't think of
yeah.
another. Like, there's other child actors that, like, for decades that have done a good job, but there's hardly any that get, I reckon, above good. Like, they're fine, and you sort of put up with it because they're a kid, you know. But this kid is unbelievable. Like, the
Yeah,
weight
he
he
is.
can carry and
Yeah, he's really
change
got
and-
what it takes for
The
this
moment-
role, you know?
Moment in that
Yeah.
scene when he realizes that Makar's sitting there and he turns and he looks at him and then he looks back at his brother and he looks back over, like he just stares at his brother, and then Makar gets up, walks over, puts his hands on his shoulders. You think something fucking horrible is going to go down,
Yeah.
and then the way he drops the knife and then sort of tilts his head into his, just, you know, sort of gives him
Yeah.
a hug without hugging him, like that. And then that from the conversation that Makar has with Dunk as well in regards to his other sons being, you know, brought up as princes and all of this kind of thing. I think that hits home for Makar a lot, but it's like, this is my last chance. You can see that
Yeah.
desperation in
Yeah.
him. I just think it's so well done. Well
And he can
performed.
see all good
Yeah.
things in this son.
I
you know?
think both.
Yeah, crazy amounts of subtext. And when Raymond brings him
Absolutely.
the horse, man, I was about to burst into tears.
Oh, that
was,
too. Yeah, fantastic.
yeah, God, what a powerful scene. And then the ending where they're riding off and Pennytree is imaginary next to him and he veers off.
It was beautiful, wasn't it?
It was
That
such
scene was
a well paid off show.
Yeah.
but also the confidence to do that scene. Like, you sort of got a border on corniness to tell stories like this, and you need a director and people making it that have the confidence to do that. Like, it's like, I wouldn't say it's corny in any stretch of the imagination, but it's like we now have directors that sort of are trying to be cool too much all the time, and that just beautiful, simple him riding off, you know, into the field to the left and leaving just gave so much emotion, and there was so much to take out of that.
I love how ambiguous they've left it in regards to whether or not Dunk was actually knighted or not. And I really like that final scene because it really does give me that feeling that, you know, this is him like being almost being knighted. You know, by the end of this, he is an actual knight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sort of
look,
thing. So
look at the arc that Dunk went through. When we started, he was just in awe and worship noblemen. And by the end of it, he's like, your sons are a bunch of sociopathic shits. I don't think you've helped them much. Like, that is serious growth, man.
Yeah, and I am done with princes. He says.
And it was, and the show had just the realism of men talking to other men. Like, you know, we didn't have this sort of, you know, I'm from the royal family, how dare you speak to me like that? You know, it was just like he could say, you know, he's a good boy, he just needs a firm hand, you know, and it was just a man talking to another man about his son.
Yeah.
I like that for Dunk, it's all very simple. And I like for Egg, it's all very complex.
Yes.
They're very different characters.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Egg is wise beyond his years and he's a strategist. You know, he's not afraid to lie when he needs to get where he wants to go. But he's an independent thinker, you know, whereas Dunk, he's basic. Do you know what I mean? But in the nicest of ways.
Yeah,
And
but he's
honorable.
also, and he has a wisdom about him
does.
despite his simplicity. That
Yes.
he is the edge that smooths out Egg's complexity.
Yes.
Because Egg's an overthinker. And Dunk
right,
will
he
cut
is.
through the bullshit.
Well, also
Yes.
too, the fact that scene reflects that when Egg walks into his brother's room, and it's like this is the fork in the road moment where Egg either ends up like his brothers and becomes a Targaryen tyrant, basically, or he becomes the kid that, and you know, the king that I guess he can become.
Yes.
You know
He
what I
already has
like?
those traits, doesn't he, that are going to serve him well. And he has enough insight to see that his brother is insane. You know, so it's not like he's got this bloodlust. He's just like, he is wise enough to know that this guy's going to do a lot of
His
damage.
brother used to creep into his room, put a knife to his balls, and say, "I'll cut him off and make him my wife."
Yeah.
Like that is
Yeah, well-
you don't need like that.
Yeah.
You know that he's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I did love this episode. The scenes with Egg's dad, is it Maker? And Dunk. The emotion, the actor, I think it's Steve Wallett's playing Egg's dad. I think I've got the right actor. His emotions with that, talking about his brother, like you expect him to be angry, but he's got the guilt of that. And when he's talking about the people will talk about that anything that goes wrong, they'll blame him for, you know, decades to come.
Right.
And then he'd switch to a bit of anger towards Dunk and sort of have a go at him as well for being part of it, you know, like he died for you. And then Dunk sort of having the balls to talk about, well, I was going to lose a hand and a
Yeah.
foot, you know, what's a foot worth? What's a hand worth? And I might need them one day. And just the little emotion changes through that whole interaction.
Yeah, it was great.
All
then
so
also-
real, you know, and also
Yeah.
his performance as the dad was incredible.
It
I
was
thought.
incredible.
Just
And it
ten-
was subtle.
yeah,
And,
10%
you know,
up,
like,
10%
he'd,
down,
like, be-
10% angry, 10%
Yeah.
sad. Like just
and you could just see the little, like the bastard would come out of him
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
slide back again because he was
Yeah.
sort of a reasonable person, really. Do you know what I mean? Like he was sort
Yeah.
of caught up in his own.
and his whole
dichotomy.
realization of what his kids have become, and this is
Yeah.
his last
Yeah.
chance.
But
It was
the
all
best-
Can
yeah, it was awesome.
Robot, can you freeze the slide on the scene where Dunk and Egg are just sitting under the window on the bench?
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite. I wouldn't say scene. It's my favorite image. It just sums up the entire show. I mean, look at that. The characters and their faces, the
there was-
atmosphere. It's beautiful.
You know
Again,
what
like-
the best thing was about this episode and these scenes that I think that a few years ago, in the hands of other people, or even in the hands of the same people, there would be a wife of somebody, a wife of the guy we just saw talking to
Yeah.
Dunk, and she'd be like coming into the room and like giving her 2 cents about it, and there would be like some girl bossy type of situation. Again, I'm not saying you can't have women on the show. Obviously, there's women in Game of Thrones and
There you
all
go,
that,
Kelly.
but
It's not a thing.
you know what I'm trying to say. It's not that there's
No,
bad if
that's
it's
really
women.
necessary that it was just between them. Yeah.
It felt like you were saying, like what you were guys were saying, that it was like men talking like men about manly stuff, and you didn't have that additional thing that all these shows want to shove in there. That like some woman has to boss them around or give like weigh in on it. I don't think it was necessary here, and I'm so happy that they didn't try to go that route.
Yeah. And it was quiet and personal and deep, you know. It's great.
Even
Yeah.
this scene, he walks out and sees him sitting there, and then it just hard cut to them sitting next to each other. Like we didn't, I don't know, just how they even did that. I loved that was sort of the efficiency of the storytelling. Like half an hour, like so much happened in half an hour, and but this scene where they're sitting together, you're just like, oh yes, you know.
And I
do
love
this.
when they're staring off into space and you can read it on both of their faces. It's like they've already said their piece. They've kind of been scolded. They've gotten in trouble, and sort of a where do we go from here sort of
Well, I
thing.
think that's what makes the performance so great. Is even in those quiet moments, there's so much being told.
Yeah,
Yeah, that kid
subtext,
is
something
brilliant.
we don't get a lot of subtext in our entertainment these days.
And just going
This-
back to the Makar conversation, like, yeah, Makar is going to hear the whispers of he intentionally killed his brother to get the throne, blah, 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 blah. But then he realizes that also Dunk is going to hear those whispers for the rest of his life, that a great possible king sacrificed himself for a hedge knight of all fucking things. And then the way that conversation then goes into, you know, what is a hand worth, what is a foot worth, and all. I just thought the whole thing, like, we have been starved for just really good entertainment
Yeah.
that just really does make you escape from the real world bullshit that you're going through with, and you can just watch this series and you can feel how the characters are feeling. You can see what the characters are thinking. Yeah, and it's got
I think that,
meaning
Yeah.
behind it. It's
I
just
think the scene with Maker was really pivotal, though, because, you know, we've got Egg sort of running off and doing his own thing all the time, but we see that it's really like he has the freedom to do that because he's a child that knows he's loved. Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't
Yeah,
come
but-
when we first hear that the family's coming into town and he decides to hide. We kind of think, oh God, what are they going to do to him? You know, but now we get more insight into what's really going on in the dynamic in that family.
Yeah.
I
The dad's
thought it
worried
was-
about him.
Yeah.
When they mentioned that Arian used to be a glad kid who loved fishing, and then he's out fishing, and you see the realization coming in his face. If this were Netflix, Egg would be going, Dunk, you look a bit sad and a bit worried, and I think you're wondering what we're going to do for you from now. And you don't need that here. But again, subtext sound like a broken record, but it's
will you
visual
s-
storytelling.
Will you tell me your emotions in dialogue so that everyone looking at their phones will understand what it is that you are feeling?
Well, thank you, Professor. I think he looks upset.
this is the other thing. This is the other thing too with good entertainment is that people actually will put their phone down if they're watching good entertainment. Like, as opposed to like, if honestly, the last half the episode that I watched of Starfleet Academy, I was on my phone the whole time because I just and then I turned it off because I'm like, I'm not even really watching it, and this
You
is
made
just
it
game.
through?
No, I
Maybe
didn't make it
this is
through.
Yeah.
some of the idea behind doing half an hour episodes. Maybe they're trying to combat that they know getting people's attention. It's sad, but maybe they know that it's hard to keep people's attention, and that's what they're hitting with these half hour episodes of just.
I don't know if that's the case because this is based off such a small book that I don't think they could have done it any longer anyway.
Yeah.
I'm surprised with how much was left in the book that they got half an hour out of the last episode.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised that the stuff that they added that wasn't in the book was so good and so well done.
Yeah.
I
thought that they would have a scene where he sees the lady that he protected, the one that painted his shield and did the dragon show, but they just didn't even show her. I don't know if I needed that.
Tamsin Too-Tall is her name.
They explained that she left because they were going to hang her or kill her for treason or something.
Yeah.
So she left when he was getting presented with his new shield. He explains that, and I think in the next book or one of the upcoming books, they might cross paths again. I'm not 100%.
Well, they did,
but she came
at the
back.
very end.
She
at the
came
very
back.
end. Well, at the end of the episodes, they're talking about where they're going to head next.
And he mentions
when Egg is mentioning, well, we could go here, and it's the place where they said earlier that she had fled to. She and her troop had fled to. So he's like, oh, okay.
Didn't he even say, I hear they've got great puppet shows?
Great puppet shows, yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
yes.
right. That's right. Now, and I kind of missed that. Yeah.
Didn't she come back to watch the Duel of Sevens, or am I imagining?
No, I don't think she did.
I don't think she was there.
Oh, it must have been someone else in the bleachers.
Yeah, I'm genuinely sad that if they're headed off somewhere else, that we're not going to get more Lionel Baratheon, because I actually loved his character and the dynamic that he had with Duncan. I thought it was the two of them. Every time they were together, it was just beautiful chaos, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I didn't like his character at first because the actor is the screw up son from The Gentleman. And he just sort of irritated me, but man, he won me over. By episode 3, I'm like, I love this guy. The tug of war thing, I was like laughing my ass off, man.
I need a drink. just wait, just hold on. I just need a drink.
I know how he feels.
I love this interaction at the start where he's talking about how the king wasn't risking anything. And I sort of, which was because we left with him dying and like this sacrifice and that and like he's cracking it here and says, he risked nothing. And I was like, it's true. Like even at the start of the battle, he said he was going to fight. Was it the guards or whatever? Because
he said, I fight off the king's guards. Basically, they're sworn not to hurt me. So
and then he gets asked, is that honorable? And he goes, we'll let the gods decide.
Yeah, I guess he got pretty dead for somebody who didn't risk anything, but again, it's perfectly done.
But I understand what he's saying.
Oh, absolutely,
his point of view. Yeah. The other great thing is I love how everybody who fought is like completely fucked up and injured. Like, it's just everything fits. Everything fits. It was fan-fucking-tastic. In this, the other thing too, we're talking about all these serious moments and stuff. Even in this opening scene, when the maester's like, he's dying, I can't do anything. And he's like, and then he leans on his leg to get up and everything. Like, there is some great comedic moments that completely fit. And like, the whole thing was just great. I actually am surprised that we got something this good.
Did you like here where he said, you leave after the roast and it hard cut to the body? The
roast.
Yeah.
I also like that Baylor basically the reason why he died was because he took his son's helmet. Did I understand that correctly? It wasn't his own helmet.
His son's armor. He didn't because he wasn't planning on competing.
Right. So that's why, because it wasn't a good fit. I think that's why he ended up dying.
I didn't think of that. Yeah.
But I also love that conversation from Baylor's son with Dunk, where he's like, how many kings die in their son's armor? Or how many fathers die
that was
in
beautiful.
their son's armor as opposed to their sons dying in their father's armor? It was like...
Very poignant.
Yeah, that character
very poignant,
that's the only scene that character's been in, isn't it?
It is. That's as far as I know.
Yeah.
It's a very poignent scene, though.
No.
You saw him earlier.
He was in the scene when the jousting first began.
Yes, he was in the joust.
And the cousin rides over to him and he goes, oh, maybe another time, cousin. And he goes and challenges the other dude when he breaks his leg.
Right. I thought it was the first time we'd seen him, and it's just, such a great scene.
He was in that very first joust scene,
Correct.
But the story's so good. Like when he invites Dunk here at the beginning to go on, adventures with him and join him and travel. You're like, yeah, that sounds cool. Do that. I want to see what happens there.
And I
they're
love. He's like, join. Come with me, and I will love you like a brother, or say no to me, and then I will hate you like a brother.
People
And
get very
we're like, yes, do it.
people, or I should say weirdos online, which is plenty, really have problems with friendship in shows because so many people have been making out that there's sort of there's a sexual tension between these guys.
That's a shipper thing. Yeah.
Any of that, and it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's the mentally ill shippers that actually started with Kirk and Spock in the 80s, and they've just gotten worse, more deranged and delusional.
They cannot understand any kind of like brotherly love or anything like that. There always has to be some sexual subtext to something, and it's like, shut the hell up. They're friends. They're comrades. They've fought together in battle. They don't want to bang each other.
It's sad, isn't it, that doesn't even get recognized now? People don't even know what that looks like.
Yeah.
God, they want to join elbows, and they want to raise their swords, and they want to fight on together. Has nothing to do with.
I got to tell you
sex.
guys. I got to tell you.
Imagine the feeling of winning a fight. Like you win a football game or you win a sport, and you feel like you've become brothers and you're close together. Imagine winning a battle like that, a fight, and you come out of it the other end. They would feel like brothers,
Yeah. The first battle of 7 in 100 years, and they're the victors in this when they were the underdogs the whole time. Like, yeah, that's.
I got to tell you this story really quickly. I saw this guy, and he posted this thing on Twitter. And he's like, I got a new job the other day, and I was mentioning that I was a Star Wars fan, and there was another guy in the office that said that he was a Star Wars fan. And we started talking about it, and I asked him, what's your favorite ship? And he said Din Cobb. And I'm like, what's a Din Cobb? And he's like, Din Djarin and Cobb Vanth. And he was asking what his favorite ship was, but that's what he was responsible.
God.
That I'm convinced that is a mental illness. It's going to show up in the DSM-6.
You start typing up your resignation from the job.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Shippers. And they get so angry online because they think everyone does it. Like you go, oh God, look at these weirdos, and they go, you don't know, women have wanted to fuck animals. Well, actually, Polly, you did say Chewie was hot, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Look out.
Get her a copy of The Milking Farm. And we can see.
Yes. Sorry,
but they've threatened people in real life. They were going after Adam Driver's wife, thinking that she was the reason he couldn't get together with Ray. That is mental illness.
That is.
So
demented.
This show, are we going to see, for one, the egg actor, the little kid, keep him away from Hollywood. Just let him go live a normal
Please,
life.
God, yes.
Yeah, don't try and make him a star or anything. Just let him be normal and live normal. At least I think he's British, isn't he? He's got a bit of a chance. He's not in bloody LA with all the weirdos.
Yeah, he is English, so.
But apparently, are they going to, are we getting a second series of this? And what's it going to be on?
Oh, and timely, too.
I think they're already filming it.
Yeah. It's not going to be
a year apart.
Yeah, it's not going to be another 2 or 3 year wait like other shows. They're going to come out every year.
Yep.
It's unbelievable that this show was on opposite something like, which we will get to, Starfleet Academy, but that the quality here, even the weirdos looking, I suppose the Star Wars weirdos don't watch anything else. They mustn't if they're excited about the bloody Mando movie. But how do they avoid things like this so well to justify such garbage?
Because who the people that are praising this are the right wingers that are on YouTube. So why would we even bother watching something that the right wingers love? Like that's honestly their mentality.
You get that. You'll probably get that, Rhino. You get be called a Trump lover or supporter or a Trump voter. And it's like, man, I'm on the other side of the friggin' world here. Like, we're not all American.
I got called a rhino, Republican in name only.
There you go. Yes, the weirdos. So, I'm very much, please bring this show back. I want more of it. And I would say, I don't know if this is controversial or not, but I think it's better than Game of Thrones. And my fallback is you've got to include how Game of Thrones finished. This could come out next season and be terrible, but as a complete package, there's nothing I would fault in this.
You're right. You're right. The Game of Thrones will always have that stain of the final season, even the final few seasons, but that final season, that will always be there. This one, as long as it doesn't mess it up and it can give it like 2 more seasons that are good, can hold up better than that, and also better than House of the Dragon that kind of fell off a cliff in the 2nd season.
Yeah, and because this is so self-contained, even if season 2 is terrible, and I doubt it's going to be, it won't take away from the beauty that is this season. It's self-contained, it's locked in.
It is a very self-contained story, yeah.
Depends what they do. I was dying to watch Game of Thrones again, and then I watched the final of that, and I've never gone back. Zadok, 1975, $4.99. Hope this helps pay for the internet, so you don't miss out on any more Thursdays. Yes, we hope I've booked in the internet for next week, so hopefully I'll get my turn and be able to use it. As long as Rhino's not doing anything, make sure you get all your downloads in Rhino before next.
Yeah, to submit
Thursday.
the application through your MyGov account, didn't you?
Yes.
How far a string would it take for you to run a can to Indonesia? Like, how far are you?
Well, it could be done. It could be done. Apparently, we've got
I think it'd
cables going there.
I think it'd be cheaper just to move to Indonesia.
So, so everyone enjoyed this show, and we're all looking forward to the next. Look, and he even got to get himself a wife and child.
Yeah,
and I love
a child.
Raymond Fossaway is the MVP of the fucking show.
Yeah.
I will say that he was great.
Redhead, just saying.
Yep.
He got
Something
nice.
tells me
Family.
Yeah.
I did.
They
love
didn't
when
have DNA testing back then, did they?
No.
Could come
Kid's
out
definitely going to have red hair. Let's just put it that way.
Yes. I like when Dunk said you should keep the horse, and he instantly went, "You sure? Oh, that'd be cool. This is a good horse." It's just like there was no argument.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that scene, man, really got me in the feels.
Yeah.
Oh, man. With the way that he got rid of Sweetfoot and then ends up getting Sweetfoot back, and then Sweetfoot just gets to go and live on an apple fucking farm. Like, what a life.
Yeah.
Plenty of apples to eat.
Just the morals he lives by, like, and what he thinks right and wrong, and he does such a good performance. You can see how much it's hurting him to give up the horse, but he just thinks it's the right thing to do. It's not his horse anymore, and it's the joy from watching something good. We all watch a lot of crap for our online entertainment. We all watch shit to entertain people out there. But to watch something good, you just come away feeling so happy at the end.
Yeah,
because when the character's got integrity and they maintain it.
I mean, imagine a central character in a modern television show who has his own moral compass and his own code, and he follows that and lives up to it. I mean, that people on the left just hate this because they are just so upset that he's not asking everyone around them what he should do and what choices he should make, or checking Twitter or checking on Blue Sky to make sure he's doing the right thing.
Oh, Dunk, you're a legend. Well, that's
what would you rate it out of 10, panel? What would you rate it?
Oh, I'd give it 10. I'd give it a 10. Yeah, I don't think I'd even drop a point off for the jazz numbers. They didn't bother me that much. I can't think of anything I'd take a point off for.
Fair enough.
Mightn't be the way to judge it. Maybe you should start low and try and build up. But
I think it's up there.
It's up there. It's up there.
Yeah. Tends to be cool, but there's not many TV shows that are perfect from start to finish. Not many movies that are perfect from start to finish. So if there's ever going to be a 10, it's hard to it was just efficient, well written, well acted, looked magnificent.
Beautiful lighting.
Yeah. It's I don't know what I'd take any points off for. The cast was incredible. So
I agree with you, and under those circumstances, I'd give it a 10 as well. But because I have read the book and there was a couple of things that they did change that weren't like massive, or it was just something that I was hoping to see, it loses a point. So it's
for shattering your dreams.
I've got a question then for you, Rhino, if you've read it. Has anyone else read the books here?
Yeah, I've read them.
Okay, for the readers out there, before we get your score out of 10, I did hear that at the end that Egg had permission in the books to go off with
it's
them.
not explicitly said that he gets permission. It is you kind of get that implication, and you know, even at the end of this, when you see that scene with Makar going, "Fuck, where's Dunk?" Like, I was a bit like, "Wow, oh, okay." So he didn't actually have permission. I thought that Dunk in that conversation in the book actually changed his mind, talked him basically into it, but it was never explicitly stated.
Yeah, there's a lot more ambiguity in the books, but the one thing that happened, and the creator of this show even admits it, when Dunk first shows up for the Duel of Sevens, everybody's cheering him, and he doesn't have a clue like why that is, because he's a nobody. They don't know. He's like, why are they cheering for me? And next to him, the guy says, because you're a knight who remembers his vows. And they left that part out, and I think it was pretty important.
It was even the part that I didn't like that they left out was in the strategy conversation with the you know, Baelor's talking about the Knight's Guard, the King's Guard, they can't touch him, blah blah blah. They didn't go into the Lance conversation. And I thought that would have given a really good moment. So basically in the book, the tournament lances are 2 feet longer than the war lances. So Baelor says, let's use tournament lances, and if you can get them off their horse and you can strike them first, then they can't touch you because they've got shorter lances. But in that moment, somebody goes to give Dunk his lance, and Egg runs over. He's like, no, I must put it in his hand. And he then puts it up. Now, in this, you never get that scene where Egg runs over and does that. And I thought that would have been a good moment where all the squires would have run over. When Baelor says, let's change lances, all the squires run over, change lances, and then Egg can have that moment where he goes, no, I must be the one to put it in his hand.
Oh, yeah.
I just thought that was a missed opportunity as well.
Yeah, in the books, Dunk's team used tournament lances, which are longer, but they break away. But the bad guy, the Royals, they used battle lances, which are metal tipped and reinforced, and they don't break.
Right.
And you saw one go through the horse. That was awful.
I loved how much Egg just lies.
Yes.
Just constantly lies. To everyone. But you don't hate him. Like, he's just such a great little
because he's such a strategist.
He's lying for good purpose. He's trying to do the right thing. He's lying to do it, but that's one of the things Egg said early. Dunk says early on, he's like, then why, you know, if you're doing the right thing, why are you lying about it? Like, so there's really good interaction with that stuff.
Also love, like, you know, in that scene, you know, it's previous episode, but Egg getting Thunder moving from the stands, like, and it kind of really pays off that training that he did with him.
Yeah. I love that training scene. That just got me into this show. I was already enjoying this show.
Really
that little training scene with Egg was just fantastic with the horse, just the joy in him running around, and it was good. But because we're all getting misty-eyed here, apparently, Boo Boo Bing Bang, generous $10 says you guys are getting soft, getting misty for not watching shite. We can fix that, you know. We can talk about some shite if that helps. But hang on, out of 10. Sorry, everyone, give us your vote out of 10.
9.5.
Oh, is that because of the changes from the book?
No, it's just I think 10 has to be. I might never ever give a 10. I'll know it when I see
it has
it.
to be life changing.
Yeah,
there has to be
Gladiators and 10.
Thank you, Polly.
Yeah.
Price, what are you giving it?
8.5 out of 10.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 9.
I told you
He's
he's
the
the judge.
Price is the Russian judge, man.
Yeah.
You know, he's like.
Is that what you say to the celebrities when you don't like them and you don't like their movies? It's an 8.5. No.
No, actually, 8.5 I
No.
consider a really good grade. Like,
Yeah.
for me, if it's not like The Sopranos or Breaking Bad, I need something much bigger for me to say that it's in the 90s. I don't think that this show gave me that feeling. Maybe if I watch more of it, season 2, season 3, if it just improves, maybe it can climb up the ladder and get to something higher. But right now, you know, I'm giving it a solid 8.5 out of 10.
We'll come back to that.
Mr. Cranston, maybe if you work with Wes Anderson, you get better than 9.8.5. But for now, he's just shot.
R2, did you give us a score?
Yeah. I would say 9. There were a couple things about the story that bothered me. Some things I wasn't super happy with, but I think the thing that really irritated me the most was the modern music. I did not like the inclusion of the modern music here. Took me out of it. It's more of a period piece. I think it should stay that way. So yeah.
Oh, if I'm
give me the orchestral stuff. Give me the diegetic music in there. I don't want any modern.
You don't want
stuff.
jazz.
I could have removed the flashback from from episode 5 with the girlfriend. I didn't need any of that. I didn't mind the flashback about the old man, but I didn't need any of the girlfriend sort of death.
I love you.
This was the problem with that flashback, was that it was perfectly placed, but it was also horribly placed. So it was perfectly placed because it was able to seamlessly come back to present day with the whole get up thing. And it worked really well in regards to bringing us back to the fight and bringing us back to the battle.
Yes.
But I feel like it really took away from that first charge where, man, I had goosebumps when I was watching Egg screaming at Thunder, yeah, go, like this. And then he gets going and then he's charging. And like in the book, it explains like he's trying to figure out what to do in this very small amount of time. He's like, oh, aim at the shield. No, aim where you want to hit. And he's like, quickly, like, and then he gets hit, and like it just happens really, really quickly. But before you know it, he's on the ground and we're in a flashback. It completely took away that goosebumps, that yeah, let's go, like moment that I actually felt. So I just feel like it took away from that, but it seamlessly came back. So it's a hard one to place.
Come back to the microphone, Rhino. You're disappearing into the background again.
Sorry.
Well, we've talked about something good, so it's time to. Yes, lots of things piss me off, but Starfleet Academy is right up there with what pisses me off this week. Now, we didn't talk about episode, what are we up to, episode 8, episode 7, so feel free to include the beautiful wedding from episode 7 in your commentary, but we did get episode 8, and my fucking God, as in my notes I have written at the top of the page, what the fuck am I watching? Which just about sums up this whole show. So we're not getting misty-eyed about this one. We're getting misty fucking angry. But
Has everyone watched it for a start? Has everyone watched it?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I couldn't get all the way through it, but I have to say this is the worst thing I've ever seen on TV in 70 years.
Oh my
this
God.
Is the I've never seen, and I've watched late night infomercials and Mistress Chloe's psychic hotline and that tax guy with the free money from the government. This is the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. From the very beginning, where the doctor is acting, it's like how many sunsets has the person got? Like, you fucking know, you're a computer, goddammit.
Yeah,
you know exactly how many.
The level of false profundity.
There'll be spoilers, but I don't think anyone.
No one gives a fuck.
No
one
Spoil
cares.
it.
Everyone's watching it.
Spoil it.
Dude, I must admit, I haven't watched this episode, and I only got up to the bit where they froze the warp slug last week, and I turned it off.
Yeah.
That
I
was
can't
it.
take it.
No, I know. When
can't do
people
this show
say
anymore.
it's getting worse and you think, how? Impossible. It can't get worse.
Yeah.
It is. Like, for no one watching this, you cannot express enough how fucking bad it is.
Someone just said, though, I thought the redhead was supposed to be hot.
The redhead.
Yeah, I think that's for you, isn't it?
No.
She filmed this before the Ozempic.
Yeah, but no, she's not hot in any, like, one, she's a fake redhead, and two, some redheads are the absolute worst you can be, and she's one of those. So it's they're at the ends of both sides of the bell curve, and she's at the wrong fucking end, I'll tell you that.
I've seen photos of her skinny, this redhead in this show. And is that before or after the show, or is she pounded up for the show?
No, it's after.
No. After this, she hit the Ozempic hard.
Yeah.
And she still looks awful.
I love the big mole on her face that she keeps showing. Just quickly, we got this back to the Superman. G'day, Robot Head. Jeff Nader, the Colossal. G'day, Robot Head. I did say before, but I did buy Marvel Superman. Thank God. He is currently on top of my PC, but I can send him to you if you want. Also, as is tradition now, here is some money for having to watch Star Trek Academy. Thank you very much, Jeff Nader. No, keep your Superman, but I am going to try and find it. Well, I nearly, oh no. Don't. I nearly just kicked myself out of the show, which we could. Yeah.
You're just trying to hide from Academy, man. We know what
it's true. It's true. But I do like the Superman. But do keep him on top of your PC. Boo Boo Bing Bing says for $10 here for the shite, baby. Where there's no misty-eyed you're crying
get
over
ready.
this. Yeah. The shite will flow thick and fast now that we're onto this. This, oh man, does anyone want to give a summary of what happens in this episode?
Oh, God.
Come on,
boy.
on R2. You know, R2,
Okay,
Professor,
all right,
Professor,
all right.
you did a good job Thursday, Prof. You should.
So what we have here in this episode is that we get our brain popping coma patient. She comes back, and instead of being in the war college, she has now been transferred into the academy. We have no idea why, because it's basically the same thing. They take all the same classes. They're housed in the same facilities. It's ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, now she's going to be over here. And they apparently, even though it's been months since the incident that happened on the Miyazaki, they are still processing their trauma. Although, interestingly enough, in this episode, their trauma has absolutely nothing to do with one of their classmates being dead. It all has to do with the coma girl. For some reason. We don't understand why. So they're going to process their trauma by Tilly coming back, who's been off with the third years, even though we were told that this is the first year of Starfleet Academy. So I have no idea where third years come from. But we're back with the students, and they're going to, with Tilly's help, process their trauma with the gift of theater.
Yeah. May I interject just real quick? The hologram is breaking because she doesn't know how to process trauma.
Yes, we find out that her injuries that she sustained were not because she was shot with a phaser. It's because it was a traumatic experience, and she doesn't know how to process her trauma.
One more thing.
Because she didn't have a childhood, right?
Yep.
It's because she didn't have a childhood.
Sorry?
Go, Price.
So I was going to say that this is so stupid. She's angry at Caleb, the Betazoid girl, because he was late to send her a voicemail when she was in a coma. It took him a while until he sent in that stupid voicemail. So now she's angry at him. That's like one of the things that happens in this episode. Plus, they also say, listen, before she had an inhibitor, and now we put it like a new and improved inhibitor that's going to be much better. But nobody explains why this new inhibitor is better or what it does differently than the previous one. There's just another inhibitor, and they're like, now we mean business. Now it's an inhibitor.
Yes.
But can someone explain? Look, we're doing the bullshit relationship thing where every fucking episode they have a fight and break up and then have sex. Like they either start having sex and then have a fight and then they like each other again, or they don't like each other and then they have a romantic. Like there's just every episode is them fighting, getting back together, fighting, getting back together, fighting, getting back together. But when this show is so fucking badly written, there's things that happen, like R2 just mentioned, there's third years, even though this is meant to be the first year back, there's somehow third years. Things like that just go flying past sometimes because it's hard to keep up with the bullshit. But like, how she saved everyone, and when she comes back, they're looking at her like she murdered half the students there. Like,
but also, what's with that? What is with every show? We've got a slow-mo entrance from someone,
this show had
and
about
everyone
5 slow-mo
turns to stare at them.
entrances.
What is going on with that?
They do it with the black chick that's got the faults. What's she called?
Sam.
Yes, Sam. They do that with her every bloody episode. She gets a slow-mo entrance.
But everyone turns.
Yeah, but why? She?
Oh yeah, they all
Wait, I
turn
think
and look at her.
We've got to rename it Starfleet Academy, I think.
But can everyone explain to me?
Yeah,
why,
now in Snyder Vision slow-mo.
Why are they scared of her? And I mean, we have no idea why they changed her classes into Fleet Academy. But why are they scared of her? She saved
Absolutely
everyone.
no one should be scared of her. She saved their freaking lives and risked her own to do so. What she did was, she's basically a freaking hero. She's a superhero, and no one would be afraid of her, but she is convinced that everyone thinks she's some sort of freak, that she's some sort of monster, and so she's basically torturing herself and ruining every relationship around her because she's, in her own head, convinced herself that everyone hates who she is, that they think she's a monstrosity.
She can read minds. She know they don't think she's a fucking monster. She's a telepath.
No, she's an empath.
No, sometimes she's an empath and sometimes she's a telepath based on what the screenplay needs at that moment. So at this moment, no, I'm totally serious.
He's not
totally
wrong.
Serious. I'm totally serious.
Yeah.
So
But even
at
if
this point,
if she was an empath, she would know if they were afraid of her or not, and they're clearly not afraid of her. So basically, she's an imaginopath. She just makes up shit like the writers and lives in her fucking head.
Yeah,
I'm going to start a GoFundMe to send Price to interview the people making this, because I want to see Price explain to them how fucking shit this thing is.
Did they complete the love triangle between her, the dude, and the butterfly eyebrow chick?
Well, at one point she does tell her, or she tells Caleb when they're together. Basically, she's wasted. She's completely it's 3 sheets to the wind, and jumping on top of Caleb and stuff. He's like, no, this isn't right. You're drunk. We shouldn't do this. And then she says, oh, you don't want to be with the monster, whatever. You should run off to Eyebrows. You should go, get her or whatever. And then she goes back to her room and Eyebrows is there. And then everyone watching is certain that the two of them are going to make
out.
It looked like
totally.
they were holding hands. It looked like
Doesn't
that's what
happen.
was going.
Doesn't happen, but you're like, everyone is like waiting for it to happen. Like these two are going to bang now.
And Caleb says no. Imagine if the genders were reversed and the girl kept saying no and the guy kept forcing himself on her. Like that wouldn't have played very well, would it?
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. I like that they just sort of are ignoring that Eyebrows is so much better looking than the other chick. Might be personal taste, but at least she looks like she's had a burger in her life.
She reminds me of Michelle. Is it Michelle Phillips?
Yes.
Heath Ledger's.
Yeah.
They both kind of annoy me, to be honest with you. Maybe it's just
they're all
characters
annoying.
and the performances. I have trouble seeing these two characters as anything aside from annoying.
I actually think they're all trying pretty hard too, these young actors. Like I think they're all actually trying to do what they're told to do, which is sad.
No, I think they're just a bunch of fucking idiots. Granted, they have nothing to work with, but I'm sorry. Like, I literally physically want to hurt everybody involved with this show. If I had a chance to interview Alex Kurtzman, I may end up in jail. I'm serious.
Well, we do know this. They are a bunch of theater kids, and so are the people who wrote this episode, because we get to find out that they're going to process their emotions through theater, and they're going to use the play Our Town, which came out in 1938, but still today it is a well-regarded play. But the only people who go on about what a complex, profound thing it is are theater kids. Right.
Yeah, but he declared, it's one of the most powerful tools for social and political change.
Yeah. Oh God.
Well, that's what this is.
Yeah, that is the only play. That is the only play I'll bet any of the writers have ever read or watched.
This
because
is what
they have no
said.
education across literature.
Yeah, this is what I said on a post on X. It was that I think it's just one of the writers took a class where they studied Our Town, and so they got their notes from class and just wrote out everything they talked about how profound it is and how amazing it is. And remember this line where they talk about the stars? Well, we should take that and we'll put that into the episode. It's ridiculous.
It's like the first play that you'll study in that kind of class. It's like it's not even something that you study years and it's some kind of obscure thing. This is like the dumbest and stupidest thing. I'm not saying that it's not a legitimate play, but it's so cliche. And I think I was telling you that when we were watching it. It's so cliche to use Our Town, and it shows like how these guys don't know anything about plays.
You know what it reminded me of
all the way
is
down to something as simple as how Jaden talks. Why does it sound like after every word that he says, it's a full stop? Like,
Oh,
Yeah, yes,
Oh,
he says
my
everything.
name is
he
Jason.
he must think all Klingons talk like this.
He's trying-
Klingon talking so retardedly, like
He probably watched Worf. He probably watched a few episodes, and he thinks that he's emulating him, but he just can't pull it off. And he sounds like a guy looking for the bathroom always. He's always looking
sounds
for
like
a
a
bathroom.
guy
Yeah.
looking for his
Yeah, but-
balls.
Worf doesn't talk like that. He talks with a natural rhythm and flow, but
correct.
this guy cannot talk like words are
he's
put
fucking terrible.
together.
He's absolutely terrible, that dude.
Yeah.
He's-
The Klingon.
yeah.
What about his wonderful curtsy? Did you like the thespian curtsy?
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
four
he
balls.
didn't let him bow, but they twisted it into a curtsy.
Well, he's got a skirt on, so
Oh
yeah.
my
Yeah,
God,
well, and
they've
in
got a
this one, he's
burger
got
in
a skirt
space.
on with a slit.
They've got
He's
a
got a slit in
burger
his
in
skirt.
space. Can you get back to that?
Yeah, I
image?
know.
can't
Yeah,
believe that.
burqa in space. Yeah, unbelievable.
Burger in space.
Oh yeah, we're covering everything.
Oh my God.
But you're talking
Oh my
about
God.
the line delivery, even Holly Hunter, but you get the feeling that the lines are so bad and clunky, they're not sure which word to emphasize. So, like a lot of her just run on scent, like they just run on
She
sentences.
just reads
Yeah.
every line without any inflection at all. It's
Well,
like a
none of
read
them-
through for the first time.
She's collecting a check. I
Yeah,
think
for-
that she knows. They must know that this is crappy and that they're just taking a check and going to the bank.
Well, if you really think about it, you'll realize that none of the words should be emphasized, really. None
Far
of them.
too clear.
I wrote down.
Do it again.
Oh, yeah, we could understand it. Didn't have to turn
My
on
mic's
subtitles.
already soaking wet. I can't do it again.
This is DEI in a photo. You got all women, Asian, black, brown.
Yeah.
Perfect.
The lines, I've written some down, and even though I think I've written it down wrong because it sounds so fucking stupid, but this was the theatre teacher, whatever her name is, when she said, so there was her and the lesbian teacher and the captain, and she said, "We are the women time forgot. Optimism is me paddling my freaking canoe." What the fuck does that mean?
No,
it's word
she,
salad. All of it's
Yeah.
word fucking salad.
And all the
She
quotes
ma-
I've got written down, I think I've had a fit and I've written something down the wrong way because
did
it
a
doesn't make
human
any
being
sense
write that?
when I read it
Yeah.
back.
there's numerous things that she says in here that make no sense. Later on, one of the students is getting in her face about how stupid this all is. You're doing this to make us process our trauma, whatever. And she says, "You're sailing dangerously close to the wind."
Yeah.
That's not a metaphor.
That's not how sailboats work.
You want to be close to the wind. That's how you sail, you
Yeah,
stupid
or you-
bent.
or you won't go anywhere. Like it's such a.
Did
But
you
that's-
see when the lizard guy, I can't remember anyone's name and who cares, but the lizard guy, the guy that can turn into the blue thing and go outside, when they were saying, oh, the students are getting restless, and it literally sounded like they hadn't given him the script yet, but they told him like he was going through a practice run because he was pushing another student just going, you do something, you do something.
Oh, yeah.
And I rewound that like 3 or 4 times, and that's what he was saying to the other actor is, you do something, and it was like they said to him, just go over there and push each other, and we'll put in something to say later that sounds right.
Yeah,
You
they
we
didn't
haven't
cover the
anything.
audio.
Yeah, and all we were left with is you do something, as they were pushing each other. It was fucking odd.
Yeah, the
It is
ADR
bizarre.
on this thing,
Bizarre.
the ADR is an overdrive. But, that's a hallmark of modern writing where the characters aren't talking to each other. They're addressing the audience directly with the knowledge of what the audience knows. And that's why nothing makes sense because they're not really in character. They are lecturing the audience based on what you're supposed to know from watching it.
Was paddling my friggin' canoe. I'm trying not to take it down this level, but was that some sexual thing she was talking about or just bad writing? Like I
Sound
seriously
very
didn't
sexual.
understand. Yeah, but they
Yeah.
just drop asshole and all these
Yeah,
weird
Ardent,
comments. and
Ardent
the other-
Party in the chat has asked this question.
Oh, really?
No, I think it's the man in the canoe or man in a boat, man in a canoe. That's the sexual thing. Paddling doesn't really, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they drop
Maybe
so many weird
maybe she
lines
has a
and-
kink.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, she likes old Klingons that are 250 years old and all
She likes
dried up and
paddling.
dusty.
I can't remember which two were walking along, but there was two walking along, and one said to the other out of nowhere, "I sound like an asshole, but I don't know what to say." And it was like, you don't sound like
She
an
didn't
asshole.
say anything that made her sound like an asshole.
Yeah, wasn't he trying to talk to her and sort of? But none of it makes
Oh.
sense. Like
No.
none of it. No line makes sense in this fucking show. We haven't even got to the stupidest
Yeah.
part of this show.
There's no flow to the conversation.
Yeah, I think Price brought this up. Like even in the end, where they have the doctor like step up and he's going to be Sam's dad and teach her how to process trauma. Which, by the way, you could do fast because you're computers, but no,
Yeah,
they
you could
got to
just
wait
Yeah,
4 years
exactly.
in a time dilation field. But anyway, so he steps up and does the dad thing, but they had to make sure that he got ridiculed and berated and lectured and
Yeah.
abused for not being there in the beginning because, you know, he once had a daughter for 30 seconds on Voyager and he's
Yeah, he
still
did.
processing that trauma.
All those
but the
years,
thing is,
yeah.
the doctor never had a childhood either and he's fine.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
ridiculous.
fucking computer. This
But
computer
it's kind of
program.
ironic. Like they're saying she can't process her grief because she's like they have to give her a childhood or childhood memories.
Yeah.
But she behaves like a 5-year-old. She sort of leaps
yeah.
around and skips
Oh,
around.
she's retarded.
She's a child now.
yeah.
Yeah.
And yes, we have a second white savior. First, we had Holly Hunter's character, who's a white savior,
Yes.
and now we also have the Doctor, who's also a white savior.
Yeah.
To explain,
But they had to
Rhino-
Interesting
berate him.
choices.
They had to
explain to
berate him
Rhino-
because he's a man.
To explain to Rhino or anyone out there doesn't know, the hologram is twitching. She's
Glitching.
Glitching. She's fucking up and but she was literally twitching on the floor. That
Yeah.
scene
Oh, yeah.
cracked me up the way they filmed that with her twitching around. And so her processes, because the people writing this haven't got any creativity at all, and they've heard that computers have processors, they say her processes are overloading. She's not a physical thing, so I don't know how that's happening. Apparently, they're overloading back on her home planet where time works differently, and they're going to take her back there. And even if they're there, which it turns out they stay there for 14 years, it's like 2 weeks in Earth
17, I
time.
think.
Which
17 years.
raises so many it'd be 17 years, so many fucking questions about how any of this would bloody work. She's a computer program, just reprogram her, turn her off and back on again. Or why did you...
But how is that going to make Pinocchio a real boy?
They
Robot head.
programmed her to be what she is, and now that program's not working. Then you delete that program or reprogram it. It's just... It fucking does my head in how fucking
Did you go to
ridiculous it
some
is.
spa or something to get that?
Yes,
fixed?
a hollow spa. Yes.
Yeah.
Twas-
Like, what the fuck?
Bryce,
Oh, you remember
Bryce,
this
we're
show?
going to say?
Oh, I was going to say that I'm the only person that reads the private DMs in this group, and Raging Rhino is hungry and wants to go eat.
Ah!
I got it down. We got flashcards coming up soon. Thank
Here's
you.
the private chat. You have to head out, Rhino. Thank
Yeah.
you for joining us, Rhino. Make sure you watch
I
this show and
stopped
enjoy
watching
it.
this show anyway, so I'm not going to contribute much. So it's shit. It's gay. That's all I
It
know.
is terrible.
Thank you for joining us and enjoy
thank
the rest of your day. Get something to eat on this beautiful
will.
day.
Take care, guys. Thank
But
you.
I did
No
have a
losses.
Cool, man.
I had a question that even the professor couldn't answer when I asked, because I think even he didn't know. Holly Hunter, did she stay with them for 17 years on this planet?
That's
I had
what
that
I
question
wondered.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she lives forever, so it didn't really matter to
So
her
she
much.
sat here in the waiting
Yeah.
room for 17 years, this stupid bitch?
And
Well,
if
she was
didn't-
calling gigolos in to keep her.
No,
company, so.
I think she left. I think she left and went back
But
because
that brings up more questions. Because if she left, right, and then they want to be picked up and they send a
well,
message,
she just
they
comes
would be
back 2
waiting-
weeks later.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
would be another 17 years. But do you know what I mean? Like when she
Yeah.
goes, they'd have to work out how long 17 years is going to be. Or they'd say, we'll send you a message when it's time to pick her up. And then if she even takes a couple of days, that's like 5 years to get there to pick them up. It's going to be added
Well,
to the
yeah.
17. And then the hologram is doing reports back to these people. Her reports that she does it every week or month, or they say we haven't heard from her in a while, there'd be like 40 years going between her reports back on their planet.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
she would be reporting and then she wait. So what was it? 2 weeks was 17 years. If she does it once a month, it's like 34 years or something. Like we're getting up to 40 years in between her reports. Like how? There's just no thought in this. It's fucking retarded for a computer program to grow 17 years, which a program won't change over 17 fucking years.
Yeah, well, and also they keep telling her she's not a machine, and then 2 seconds later talking about how her processors can't handle the input, and it's like,
yeah, she's not a machine. She's not a machine. She's a machine, and she can't. Like the thing is, Robot Head, you're only going to hurt yourself if you try to make sense of this. You just have to sort of surf on top of the absurdity of it all. If you try to make sense of this, it will hurt you.
That's why I can't finish my review, because I don't know what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying it, and I don't understand what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I started writing reviews from the first episode, still haven't released one, because how involved do you get in describing how bad it is? Because your worst show above this one, your Acolyte or She-Hulk, had a story that was dumb, but it had a story that may have made some sort of sense. This show is beyond that. It's at a new realm of existence where words don't mean things. Sentences don't make sense.
Is it AI written? What's going on?
AI would be better
odd.
than this. AI would form a sentence better than what's written in this show. Like
they took a handful of writers, and each of them has like 2 episodes apiece, and they spread them out, and clearly they did not talk to each other about what was happening in the episodes or how the characters were changing or evolving. This didn't happen in a writer's room. They said, you're getting this episode, and sort of here's the basics of what's going on. And then they handed them out, and then everyone turned in their work, and everyone just kind of looked at it and went, yeah, okay, good enough.
I think
and
it's
then they
more
moved on.
they're using Fiverr or something, and there's people in the Philippines writing this, or
because there's something really off
in India.
and sort of
there's a disconnect in the language. Like, language doesn't mean anything in this show, and it's like it's written by someone that doesn't speak English, and then they hit the translator and just read whatever the translator says. Because I've never experienced anything like this show. I've never had to have the subtitles on so much.
You know, you have to stop and rewind every line.
It over and over to work out what they're saying. And then I'm lost that I'm missing something until I talk to someone else that watched it, and they're just as lost.
Yeah. They translated the whole script into Hindi and then translated it back into English.
I don't know if it's my own ears or maybe just the version that I'm watching. I always feel like the audio of the voices is weird as well.
It's
like
terrible.
There's this distortion on some of the voices.
Yes.
Or
There
there's,
is.
And
There's
the
something
mix
really
with
going
the
wrong
sound
with that
effects,
audio.
It's like the sound effects, the music, and the dialogue is all on the same track. Like
exactly.
it's like
they haven't split the tracks. It's really strange.
And they haven't adjusted the tracks, because understanding these people is fucking a nightmare. There's lines I just don't know, and even when I read the I put on captions, I think that can't be correct. That's just can't be what you're saying.
Yeah, have you heard the voice of the Jaden, the guy who plays the Klingon? His real voice. He's like Marlon Wayans making fun of gay men. Like,
Oh, really?
So now I can't believe they made me a Klingon.
You'd never guess it with the way he delivers the lines. Fuck me. Jesus Christ. So, sorry to jump in again. I need answers, people. She goes away for 17 years. You just know, we didn't really get to see because she had to do a slow motion walk back in and everyone look again. That has to happen every fucking episode. You just know she's going to be exactly the same character as she was when she left, don't you? They're not going to change her at all.
Unquestionably.
And there's no possible way she could be the same. She hasn't seen the people for 17 years to begin with. But besides that, she's been rebooted back to... They said she stored the memories, but she's virtually been rebooted. She should be a different character now. But you just know there's no fucking way she's going to be a different character. She's just going to be the same.
You're going to change her hairdo, and that's about it.
I don't think that the actress, I hate to be mean, I don't think she has the range to do anything different than what we're seeing here.
Yeah. No, she doesn't. She doesn't even have the range to do what we're seeing. I think half of it is digital.
True.
Yeah.
And of course,
she's not doing any acting. That's just her.
And it's not like, her voice is really that clear either. My retainer.
Dresden 100 for $5. I'm sure you'll get to it at some point. Oh, I don't know if we will. Grace Randolph, I can fix her. Polly, you probably don't even know about this, but
no, you can't.
It's the whole
No, you
Tourette's
Oh, tell me.
breakdown online over. Oh no, this needs its own segment about. Sorry, Americans, but it feels like from the rest of the world that Americans have never heard of Tourette's before. Well,
Yeah,
not all
we have.
Americans, but a certain part of America
Right.
has never heard Tourette's, and it's a whole thing. But anyway,
I
Grace.
watched an amazing doco on Tourette's.
Yeah, I hate the fact that Grace laid her ignorance across the entire fucking country. No,
Yeah.
it's just you that's a stupid idiot, bitch.
You
that
might be
really
lucky
pissed me
enough
off.
not even to know Grace enough. She does reviews
Oh,
online,
okay.
and she's a weirdo. I don't. Some people hate her guts. I don't really care about Grace that much, but she just came in guns blazing, having a go at the Tourette's guy that shouted out during the awards. I don't know if we should the N word
Tourette's?
to the people getting an award. Anyway, it's a
If
whole
someone's
thing.
got Tourette's, they can't
Yeah.
control what they're saying.
No,
I
no.
know,
Did you
Exactly.
did
Polly
you
gets
hear
it,
her
and
last?
she's heard the story for 30 seconds ago.
involuntary.
I
Yeah,
think
her-
it's funny that they invited that guy to that event and they
That
created
might
sort
come
of
up.
like a woke implosion situation. There's so
Yeah,
many different
exactly.
angles of
What's happening?
wokeness that they're collapsing on each other.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
it's
you're right,
racism
Bryce.
meets ableism, and they have to decide which one they're going to be on because
So
you can't do
someone
both.
with Tourette's
But
was invited to an event, were they? That
the BAFTAs.
Yes, the
Well,
BAFTA.
there's,
Yeah,
Oh.
BAFTA's
there's a
award.
film, I swear, is based on his life.
Yeah, yeah,
and
it
the
is.
film's actually very good. And so
Right.
he's, the film's won awards. I think it won Best Actor. And he's sitting there, and the two guys from Sinners,
Yeah.
why their names escape me this moment?
Michael B. Jordan
Michael
and
B.
some other
Yes.
dude.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
We're up about to give
Yeah.
award. And just as they stopped talking for 2 seconds, there was a gap in
Yeah.
between. He just shouts out the N word. And he must have felt devastated.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
it
he
was.
left. He
Oh,
got
he
up
would've
and
been-
left. But
But
Grace's
apparently, too, they edited out other things he said during the night because all night he was telling people
Yeah,
to shut
yeah.
up and stuff.
Right.
And they edited
Yeah.
that out
Hang
and
on a
they
minute.
left it into the
Hang
broadcast.
on. Are you saying they put him up the front?
Well, he was
Yeah, they
easily-
mic'd him.
all night. You could hear
Oh,
him.
come on.
Yeah,
they
all night.
actually
I'm
they
sorry,
gave
but he
him a
shouldn't have
microphone.
Been invited.
Brilliant.
That's terrible to say. I know, but,
But-
it's true because it puts everyone in a very bad position.
The way he used to just say they gave him a microphone, I'm thinking like a Tonight Show. They've handed him a microphone. He's got a cigarette and a drink, and he's just like, just whenever you feel like saying something,
Yeah,
just
how
make sure
ridiculous.
keep the mic close to your mouth. Not too far away, about a fist away, and then just go for it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
the biggest thing, though, what Grace just said, the last thing she said was, I'm taking a lot of hate online and from the situation that he's responsible for. She's literally made it about her. I couldn't fucking
Yeah,
believe
it's
what I was hearing.
hilarious.
and the irony is the film is about this subject, about people never
Yes.
understanding what was
Yeah.
going on and
I'm-
the hard
I
life.
feel really
like
sad
the guy's
about
been
that.
bashed and has million
Yeah.
jobs, and that's what the whole film's about.
course.
And this
It's
happens,
involuntary,
and
completely.
they all turn on him, and a lot of people.
Oh,
Jamie
boy.
Foxx,
Yeah.
and celebrities that turned on him. Like, yeah, just
Hang on. They don't. They
this
don't
is
understand
a big
Tourette's.
rabbit hole to go down. No,
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Well, that's the problem. They have these people that they with this woke mind virus, they have to virtue signal at every possible turn, and their brains are breaking down because they can't decide which direction they're going to virtue signal. If they do one, then they're going to be ableist. If they do another, then they're going to be racist, and they don't know what to do, and it's absolutely hilarious to watch.
and
Wow.
it's got out of hand. Like
That's entertainment.
Michael B. Jordan said his parents were crying at home, and I like him. And there's a lot of people I've liked actors that after this, I'm fucking it's really changed how I see them. But
Isn't this an opportunity to kind of
but
shine the
guys
light
with a
on?
bit of fuck, we shouldn't even get into this. People will get
Right.
angry, but people with a bit of class on stage could have handled it so much better. They could have.
So what did they do on stage? What was their
froze,
reaction?
Just shit themselves and then kept talking and made it worse. But
Were they smart enough to realize that he couldn't control it?
oh look, this
No,
is,
no, they are not. That's the whole point. They're like, he said it, so he must have been thinking it. So he is a racist.
The best.
Wow.
I've watched many Tourette's documentaries because it's one of my favourite things to watch. Because I don't care what you say. There's that young girl on. She's got a channel now, the blonde girl, and she's got a series at the moment, and she's lovely living with it. So I don't feel I'm laughing at them, but just with them, I enjoy it. But the best was I don't think it's the guy the film's about, but it followed a guy trying to get a job with Tourette's, and his tick was to pretend to suck a cock. and the guy was straight. And then he'd be like going for a job interview and then just start like gagging on an imaginary cock and doing the hand actions. And then sometimes he'd get like even the other hand doing the ball cupping and that. And like, I've got to find this documentary. I watched it. It came on one night. And I was crying. And also feeling, my God, I can't imagine what that guy's going through.
People torturous.
Yeah. Like, I cannot believe he can get around with that. Like, but my God, I laughed my head off.
Except when you're around somebody with Tourette's, I've had 2 colleagues that you learn to tune it out really quickly. Like, you don't notice. They're saying shit, fuck, piss, like all day, and you don't even hear it. You're just, and some odd, rude gestures. You just tune it out. It was just so clear. These people that were virtue signaling that they were standing up for the Tourette's obviously know nothing about the disease. It was such
they
sweet
do not
irony.
understand.
Yeah,
they don't understand that it's
irony.
neurological and it's something that you literally cannot control.
Zadok 1975, $4.99. Thank you very much. I do appreciate these and needed at the moment the way the channel's going with views. But Robot Head, have you felt personally attacked this week since you have Tourette's as well? Fucking cocksucker. Yes, I do sometimes feel like I have Tourette's, but I think the whole of Australia has a bit of Tourette's. So that's probably why we're on board with it and understand it. But yes, it's a whole dive into it. It was one of these things I just couldn't get involved with online and have an opinion because it's like talking about this show. It was so fucking dumb that it was hard to interact without just being furious. You know, like
look, there's a comment here saying in defense of Michael and Delroy, they didn't know who it came from. Just some dude yelling.
Well, no, they didn't do anything. Yeah, they actually were quite professional.
They paused.
Yeah, they were cool about it at the time. I think it's everybody else. And the fact that you can't help but think the BBC had a 2-hour delay. They edited everything out, but they left that in. It was nothing but intentional.
That's the truth. That's what they should be angry about is why did they leave that in?
Yeah.
So, but you know, they could have said my brother or something. You know, they could have made a joke.
He could have had his own little soundproof booth.
Yeah, they could have said, we understand that you don't mean it. It's not intentional. It doesn't even mean you're thinking it. Or if you're thinking it, you're like, I hope I don't say this because imagine living with that fear.
They should have never invited him to this ceremony. I hate to say it, but if you have a guy like that into the ceremony, you don't invite him. That's what I think.
I agree, 100%.
They didn't do him any favors by inviting him. That's
true. No, they did not.
So Slick Soul 8478 $9.99. I bought my kid a 4K camera and I'm teaching him to edit what he shoots. He has watched TOS, TNG, DS9, and he took one look at the modern Star Trek and said, "That's stupid." Yes, your kid is wise. It's very wise. Everyone would think that's very stupid. And the fact that 4K cameras are so available these days, camera equipment's just unbelievable what you can buy from. Well, look at us now. We've got our own TV studios at home, haven't we? We can crap on here and have people listen to us all bloody day if we want. Well, hopefully they listen to us. Boo Boo Bing Bing. Why do I have trouble reading that? It should be simple. Another $10.
You see the 2 boobs in there.
I know. Yeah. Boo Boo Snitchel. Chewbacca.
It's a wiener schnitzel.
It's Wiener Schnitzel.
For $10 Australian. I think Robot Head weekend shows are not so great. 5 bourbons later, I nearly threw up when I think I heard Holly Hunter will live forever. So, you don't go too hard on those. But actually, I might pour myself one while we're sitting here. As I said that, I nearly bloody kicked myself out of the show again. No, don't kick me out. I might join you in that bourbon, I think. I think it might be time. The real, did I say that right? The real head case, $1.99. Skirtsman made his, what do you say?
Made this hoping you couldn't make
fun of it. Yes, as we've got a picture of a hologram sleeping on the screen, which makes a lot of fucking sense.
Yeah.
And Slick Soul 8478 just became a member. Thank you very much. Thank you for the members. Actually, we got to make some members content this week for the members. Some special shows where we'll really trigger people. We have to think of something even worse than this. We'll do a whole Tourette's episode. I'll find the clips on the guy doing the air cock. Omega Supreme with cheese, W cheese. It just revealed where people with disabilities are on the grievance totem pole. Sounds like disability is below race. Yes, it did make that very clear. That's why it's oh boy, that was a dumb yes.
It's really difficult, isn't it? Because like he deserved to be there. Do you know what I mean? He deserved to be there. He had a movie.
True.
Yes.
True.
You know, but they also were, you know, they knew he was going to be compromised.
I'm not him. I haven't lived with it, and I'm sure you want to experience things in life, and it's up to you to experience them. I wouldn't want to go and sit in a room full of strangers if there was a chance I was going to be screaming out stuff. That's me. But then again, how long you sit at home your whole life and not experience things?
That's right.
You know, it's just I think.
I'm sure there was in there somewhere was a better way to handle it.
Yes.
They could have not had him anywhere near a microphone, for God's sake.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's a good start.
Yes, all handled very badly. But the people online are the real idiots. Like everyone involved.
Truly.
Well, the people that were editing out everything else, why they left that in, that's the only question we should have. And the people online, like Grace Randall, just fucking idiots. Like just no idea what they're talking about. You know, like
scary,
blaming
isn't
the
it?
guy. Yeah. But Jamie Foxx, he's right up there just telling he meant it, you know, in his heart. And yeah. So, but you know, that's serious. Let's get back to talking
Here,
about
Jamie, have another movie.
this show. Well, they love the word if Tarantino writes it. It's just more if, you know, someone says it out of the blue. Anyway, move away from the race problems.
Okay.
I don't like them. What Istophobos has changed his image to, it's the, you know, let's have a look at this.
They kept saying, how does he know that word? And I'm like, I don't know. He listened to a rap song or, you know, he watched a movie. Like, duh.
He's allowed to know words.
Yeah. The guy
I've turned into a Wiener Schnitzel, by the way.
Doesn't want to suck a cock, but the worst thing you can think of.
Is that Wiener Schnitzel?
Wiener
That
Schnitzel,
is
where there's
the
no
Wiener
schnitzel.
Schnitzel.
Where they got a photo of Price's puppet on the wall and he's not allowed back in.
Yeah.
So back to Starfleet Academy, the wonderful show.
Do we have to?
We would rather talk about racism than Starfleet Academy.
Yes.
That's how
I'd
bad
rather
the show
talk about the
sucks.
menu at Wiener Schnitzel than talk about this show.
Yeah, they're mostly pretzels, I think, is their big deal. That's their
Pretzels and
selling
hot
point.
dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I hear when I hear schnitzel, I think about pretzels. Isn't that fucking weird?
Well,
Wiener
you know,
Schnitzel sucks.
Wiener.
Like this chain. I will never forgive them that I thought they have schnitzel and they only have weird hot dogs.
I understand.
So, Price, why are you there? You might have a story for us. I need a jingle for us. Can't play what pisses me off because I fucking love Price's stories about meeting sleep. We will come back. We haven't finished with bloody that stupid show yet. But Price, do you want to interrupt with one of your stories?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you a
Lighten the mood
story.
a bit before we get back to the show.
Oh, okay. Let me think. There was something I wanted to say. Let me think which one was a good one. I'm almost blanking. Okay, I remembered it.
You want a minute to think? Because I can do
No.
something else.
I got it. It's one, unfortunately, probably the professor heard it, and maybe Estefobos heard it at some point if he was listening to the Night Owl. But I think that I can give like the most information about it than I've ever given. So I was at an event. Again, there was some kind of screening, and then there was like a cocktail party, which is sometimes these things are connected. So basically,
Can I just ask, does anyone think Price is a cocktail waitress?
No. I promise you, I'm not. I actually go. I sometimes in the past used to be invited to these type of events. So
Yeah, we
the
know why you're
screening.
not anymore.
I'm not anymore. I usually am not anymore, at least. So basically, there was the screening, and then there was the cocktail party. And usually at these cocktail parties, the main thing that interests me is that I get really high end alcohol for free, and usually it's also kind of unlimited. Now, normally I would probably drink a drink or two, but because they keep just bringing them out, I end up drinking probably more than I should be because I'm not 20 anymore, so I don't usually drink a ton of drinks, but they keep rolling them out. So I was already probably on my fourth cocktail, whatever it was. And of course you have the hors d'oeuvres, which I'm eating to kind of absorb the alcohol.
This is a really big excuse. I'm so ready for this.
So while I'm doing all of this, and it's already towards the end of this event and evening, and I'm contemplating to leave. If not for the drinks and the hors d'oeuvres, I probably would have already left, but I'm still like doing another round. Some guy starts talking to me, and he's like, kind of has this larger than life feeling, kind of very, has a very kind of presence, and he's talking about like things that he's done and starts, he's talking with me. And I'm barely saying anything. I'm just drinking and looking for the waiters with the hors d'oeuvres. And he's talking and telling me these like stories. He's traveled the world. He's been here. He's been to Milan. He went to Paris. And I'm just like, okay, great. I'm just kind of nodding. And then what happens is that like while he talks to me, he suddenly signals to a woman to come over, and then she comes over, and then he goes, maybe he initially asked me what my name was, so then she's there, and he's like, oh, like you should meet her, and like he says her name. I don't know if it's Jennifer or something like that, and I, foolishly at this point, I don't really know what to say, so I just said, oh, are you his wife? So they both look at each other, and she goes, no, I'm his publicist. So I look at them both, and I'm thinking, well, I guess maybe somebody is supposed to know who this guy is. So I said, I don't. So I said to him, what did you say your name was again? And then like they both look at me like surprised, and the publicist says to me, you don't recognize world-renowned chef Rocco DiSpirito? And they both are looking at me and like waiting for an answer. And I looked at them, and again, this is after 4 drinks. I said, it didn't come out the way I wanted, but I said, well, not without his apron. And they both looked at me like shocked. The thing is, I was trying to say that maybe I don't really watch those cooking shows, but maybe he wears this kind of chef attire, like a chef hat, and this kind of I don't know if it's called an apron. But when I
just looked
said
him up. He is the most common head I've ever seen on someone. He just looks like the average dude. There's nothing distinctive about that guy whatsoever.
I don't know how I got into this strange situation. I said like not without his apron, and like they both looked at me, and then I heard a voice in my head, and I said to myself, you better finish this drink. Just gulp whatever you have, put it down, and walk out of here. Because I said, like, the next thing that's going to happen is they're probably going to find, like, the organizer and say, who is that guy? And what's, like, why did you allow him to be here or something? I would have been, like, the Tourette's guy, you know what I mean? So I like, quickly just got out of there. It was the last thing. I took, like, the last sip, put the thing on down. It was great to meet you. And, like, I walked out.
To be fair, looking at him, I wouldn't have a clue who this guy was. So, yeah, I would have been right with you there, Price, just confused on who this guy was. So, I do like that one. I still think Bryan Cranston's a better story. I do like that he actually got angry with you.
Right. I mean, I think that the thing is that this was just funny because in their world, whatever they thought that this was a much bigger deal than it was to me. I will say that I guess if you like watching the Food Channel and you like watching those shows, I assume that you know who that is. But to expect that I would know, like, what do I care about? Like, it's nothing personal. You know what I mean? Like, why would I know who this?
So, what do you think of the hors d'oeuvres? Did you make them? Just really?
Yeah. Listen, most people on television and film, they have so much makeup and now so much digital effects. It's not all that easy to recognize them in person.
Yeah.
True.
Now, thank you, Price. Back to our show, the Starfleet Academy. Just quickly here, there was an interview with Mary Wiseman until he was settling in as Starfleet Academy's teacher and dealing with toxic fans. Did the toxic fan label start with Star Wars and Last Jedi? It did. I think Last Jedi we started with the toxic fan comment, but now it's just thrown around like toxic masculinity. You never hear the word masculinity without toxic in front of it, and toxic fans is becoming the same thing. What about the toxic people making this fucking garbage? Aren't they the toxic ones?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a fan, so I guess I'm safe because
true.
I'm an actual person that loathes the show, so I can't be a toxic fan.
I saw this just before we came on. I said yesterday, what a depressing future, and had the 4 photos of these fine people. And which I thought was funny. Just, little lighthearted joke there. But someone got very angry because Free Thinkers Syndicate said, so it's a photo of our hologram, our lesbian teacher, who's a horrible bitch that talks down to everyone, the lizard woman who screams at everyone, and the theatre teacher who also talks down to everyone because that's all they do. And I said, well, a depressing future. And the Free Thinker said, yes, a depressing future if fuckwits like you have anything to do with it. All 4 of these characters pictured are charming and funny. We mustn't be watching the same show in this show. They are also not pushing agendas. SFA was not made for you. That's fucking obvious. And that's okay. Some of us enjoy good fun. Goofy fun. Some of us enjoy goofy fun. STNG was a snore. So apparently some people very loving this show and think that they're lovely, charming and funny people. These fucking bitches.
Yeah. Well, good for them, but there's not enough of them to support a show in commercial viability. They're just not going to be, all 20 of these fucking weirdos. But the fact is that, there's nothing wrong with liking silly, goofy stuff, but that's not Star Trek. Stop stealing our shit.
Yeah.
And is it silly and goofy, or is it just fucking
No.
retarded?
I mean, it's so poorly written, even without all the other stuff. By the way, according to Medium, the term toxic fan actually started with Rick and Morty and quickly moved over to Star Wars. But it's Medium, so who the fuck knows?
In Rick and Morty, was it in the show though?
No. It was a reaction to the fans. When they started wanting to buy Szechuan sauce from McDonald's, they started calling that behavior toxic fans because everyone was calling McDonald's demanding Szechuan sauce.
I remember that story. So that's how it started.
Yep.
Pardon me, this cough will not let me go. I had a question about the show, but I've forgotten it just with its stupidity. When we watched this show and we had the hologram a couple of weeks back, the whole episode was on her. And what the hell was that episode on about again when she was the most important person? We had the graphics.
Because she's an emissary.
Yeah.
The whole history.
Yeah.
We read the book.
And we don't think it can get worse. And I seriously thought the writing could not get worse.
Yeah. They showed you, didn't they?
How much lower can we go? I'm so thrown by this show that every line is correct. I found another line I wrote down. Hang on a second here. When the 2 women are talking on the bed, that we thought we were going to make out. First, we had the hologram saying, I want to follow my butt, which... Is that any type of saying? She just said out of the blue, she wants to follow her butt. This is a real line, people listening.
That's going to be difficult.
Yeah. I want to follow my butt, she said. And then when the 2 women were talking to each other, one of them said it feels good like the warm release of hypothermia. And the other one went, yeah. What's the warm release of hypothermia? Does that what does that sentence mean?
That's nothing. It's not an expression.
It's completely made up.
Yeah, that usually means death, so they might be trying the sweet release of death, but it doesn't work that way. It is a torturous, painful, slow death to die of hypothermia, so there's nothing warm or releasing about it.
And then the dark-haired one said to Eyebrows, you're like a port in a storm, which... I don't think they know what any meanings or words mean at
they
all.
don't.
Yeah, like galactic meteor shower. Yeah, galactic meteor shower. They don't know what any of those 3 words mean.
It's out there. So I have no idea what the next episode's going to be about. I have no idea how this show came into existence or how it gets from anyone's brain or from the writers in Thailand or Indonesia where it's getting written and then sent across to be translated, how it gets onto the screen. I just don't know what's happening next.
Well, one thing that I find positive is that the horribleness of this show is breaking into mainstream. They're talking about it on Fox. They're talking about it on normal people podcasts, regular TV. They're making fun of the show. That means that, it's broken out of the internet and regular people know how awful this is. Yeah. That's good.
Like
maybe they'll cancel
here.
season 2.
I like this comment from Ardent Party. Thesaurus dependent writing.
Right.
Yeah, well,
It is though, isn't it?
but
That's a good description.
Maybe the thesaurus was written in Indonesia and then translated to English because they don't seem to be very good with the thesaurus. I did like when they plugged into the hologram's memories, and all their memories were in third person, like in the camera view of the show. So everything she's thinking about is in the view of the show. That was well thought out.
Well, that's that audience point of view thing. Like they're all talking as if everybody knows what the audience knows.
Yeah.
But at least we know it's not ChatGPT because ChatGPT hasn't been this bad since 2022.
It's So, Price, will you be going back to watch more of this? Are you going to finish it off? Are you going to get those reviews out? Is it possible?
I'm going to try to finish the review because I already started working on it and I've been doing it every week and we just have a few more episodes, so I'll just do it. I mean,
yeah, couldn't you just say like, okay, I'm done. I can't go on anymore. End of video. Thank you. Like, or just like, I don't even know what to say. Good night, everyone.
There's people, a lot of, like, I don't know if a lot, there are people, whoever watches my channel, however many those are, they don't watch the show and they're expecting me to watch it so I can tell them how bad it is and do it quickly. So if I don't do it, I mean, for me, it takes a long time to edit it, but for them, it goes by in maybe like 10, 15 minutes. So you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm providing a service and I don't want to disappoint people.
You could say it's like any port is strumming my canoe. Whatever that means. Maybe that's what it's like to watch the show and make videos on it. Why are there iPads worse than our iPads from today? Looks like something in Back to the Future trying to predict the future.
It does.
No,
using.
It's a children's Android tablet. That's what they look like. Because
and they call it a pad. They're like, well,
that's what they called them. Yeah,
they're PADDs.
I think it's a lily pad. It's one of the little kids. Yeah, you're right. It's one of those kids' toys that runs a few different apps on it.
And it's the writing like.
Did they call it a pad back in the day? I don't even remember.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Personal access data device. Yeah, PADD.
Yeah,
I see. Sorry about that. I know it's been a while, but yeah. I don't know why. I guess when they say it sounds stupid, but if it's at least they use something that exists.
The writing around the hologram, and they do this depending on whoever's important that week. But when the captain's talking to the lesbian and the theatre person, and then they just have a little 2-minute of like, she's the best. Have you met her? She's so positive. I love her. She's the best. And
what about in the class? And she calls out favorite.
Oh yeah. You're my favorite.
Oh boy.
Of all the people to pull from Discovery, though, they used Tilly. Like she, it's not like there's anybody good. Maybe the evil captain, the guy who played Malfoy, he could have been cool. There were a couple of characters that weren't so, but they get Tilly. She's like, and they think they're clever. That whole she didn't have a childhood. She can't process trauma. It's all about trauma with these idiot modern writers, but they think they're like being super clever, and we're like deep. Computers don't usually have trauma. Yeah, no, she is a computer.
No, the false profundity of everything that they say and do is one of the most annoying things about this show, that everything they try and pretend that it's so meaningful and it's so important that we understand all these things about ourselves, and it was just overflowing in this episode everywhere from the first frame.
There was a moment when Sam was getting fixed, right? And they were all sitting around in a circle, and the guys were saying how they wished Sam was here. Do you remember that moment? Like they were sitting around like a little campsite kind of gathering, but it was the guys saying how they wished Sam was there. Do guys sit around saying that? I want to know.
Yeah. Guys really care about women that they're not trying to root.
Yeah, when they say fix Sam, I was hoping they'd make it so she couldn't have kids, but you know how Calculon used to say on Futurama, acting. Well, these writers are like, writing. That's really genuinely what they think of themselves. They are so stupid, but they're self-reinforcing. It's a bunch of idiots telling each other how phenomenally great they are. And it's actually terrifying because we're talking millions of dollars are on the line here. Our beloved IPs are being destroyed by a bunch of fucking morons.
Yeah, you're constantly hearing the voice of the writer in everything that you do. It's extremely awful. Yes.
Well, I'm sure we'll be back talking about it after next week. There's 2 episodes to go, I believe, I think, and then we can... Well, there's going to be another whole second season. I wonder if the second season they'll do the tax cut and just not ever release it like they've done to some other things, or they'll just have to put it out. But
I think they're going to release it, but maybe
it
they'll
might still
dump it
come
at
out.
one time.
Yeah, they might just do a dump, put them all out on one day, and forget about it after that.
Here's the thing: they run commercials on it. They've already paid for it. I think their idea is to recoup whatever they can, even if it's only 10%. And it's not like they can damage the brand any more than it's been damaged. So when they reboot it, this show will get shoved in the alternate timeline along with all the other crap.
Well, thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Polly. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Price. Thank you, R2. It's been a weekend show. I keep forgetting it's the weekend. I think it's Friday for us now, but it's not. It's Sunday. So hopefully you're all going to have a wonderful night. I didn't bring up the mailbag email and Twitter before for mail, but please send it to robotheadmailbag@gmail.com and on Twitter @TheTriggerShow. And we will be back with fixing problems and enjoying these wonderful shows. And does anyone want to plug anything that they're doing or they've got coming up or videos they've got coming out?
Well,
no?
I have 2 channels. I have Price of Reason and I have Price of Reason Live, and I recommend those channels.
I recommend them too.
Yes.
I've been a guest on those channels and they're wonderful to be on.
And I think actually most of the panel is going to be on Mr. Brown tomorrow night. That's Sunday night at 10 p.m. UK time.
I might try and make it onto that show if he hasn't given up on inviting me. See if we can get on there. It's just that time of day is not always easy, but tomorrow might be fine for me. Pardon me again. Say thanks, everyone, and hope you're all having a good weekend, and we'll finish it off with a few drinks now, and maybe end up a Mr. Brown show on Sunday night for everyone. And thanks for Raging Rhino for being here, and we will all go now and get drunk and try and remove the brain cells that have anything to do with Starfleet as part of them. So bye, everyone. Bye. Thank you all for the super chats. Thank you to the chat for being involved on this weekend. And everyone, off we go. And next week, remember to bring your mates. Oh.
Or not.
There we go. Bye, everyone.